characters that you're lucky in your life if you ever had a hug from Ruffin McNeil, or just be around Skip for 10 minutes, and you're a lucky person.
Very, very true. Both one of the best parts of East Carolina athlete. I mean, a couple of the guys that are going to the Hall of Fame this weekend. Really, three of the players were right there during that era. Which makes, I think, this upcoming weekend so exciting. When you look back now, what do you think you are the most proud of your time here at East Carolina, and what do you think would Coach Hollins be the same, or would y'all have different of high points of what would be the things you're most proud of?
I'm not sure what he would say. Well, I do. When I interviewed him for my radio show, I asked him that. I can't remember what he said, but it was all about East Carolina. But what I would say about him is what he tried to do everywhere, but he really did here, was he left this place in better shape than when he got here. And that's what he tried to do everywhere. Even when he was in high school, he would say, well, let's just make it better than it was when we got here. He's always said that. We'd be going to the state fair or something, and I'd say, why are we staying so long or something? He said, we're going to make that restaurant over there better than it was when we got here. That was his thing. And he would say that to the girls, let's just make it better than it was when we came in. And he did that here. And that's what I would say. What he would say, I think, is that he just loved the people. He really, and
playing field would be better. You're in a market in Pittsburgh where the Pirates essentially have no chance because of their owner and they don't spend. I now have that same thing going on in DC because the owners have mostly checked out and it's awful. But I got to say, there is something to a villain team with all the players that just keep getting more players to create conversation. Because if the Dodgers are bad for baseball, they got a funny way of showing it the last couple of weeks, the way everyone got invested and now everyone is rallying to have the discussion about how terrible they are.
Yeah, look, is it good for baseball that we have such stratification payroll-wise? Probably not. Both things can be true. Teams with the bottomless payroll can be bad for baseball. Maybe not necessarily the Dodgers. Maybe we could aim our sights on the Mets, who never capitalize on it.
He really, and they loved him. It was so obvious, the fan base, because, in athletics, 50%, it's like ministers, 50% like you and 50 don't. Well, this fan base when we were out in the fields or in the basketball or in the volleyball, the fans really appreciated him, and he was very grateful. And I think that was the highlight, really, in both of us.
And we could talk for hours. I know there's so many stories I'd love to dial into. Maybe we'll get you back and get your perspective after you come back to Greenville on the Hall of Fame weekend and just tell some more behind-the-scenes stories and stuff. But before we wrap up, how's Ann Holland? Give us an Ann Holland and family update of how you're doing and how your daughters and the grandkids and everybody are doing.
Well, I am much better today than I was 2 weeks ago. I've gotten better. Terry's, this February, he will have been gone for 3 years, which to me, it seems like yesterday. But the first 2 years, I really didn't do very well. We had gone together. First time we were together, we went to putt-putt thing, and I was 12 and he was 15. And so I've known him all my life. And then all of a sudden, I don't have him anymore. And I'd had him forever. And I really struggled, but I kept listening to his words and thinking about what he would do. And, I slowly but surely, started going out and doing things a little bit better. And my girls were really good. They, of course, worship their dad, and they both have been grieving in their own way. And I think that's hard for me too, because I'm the mother and I'm grieving, and I think they should feel sorrier for me than whatever. And it doesn't work like that. They're grieving just as much as I am. But they've been really helpful. And my grandchildren, we have 2 boys, Holland and Shark, and then we have a granddaughter, Eliza Gray. And they, you hear grandmothers say that their lives are their grandchildren. I try not to be around them, and because when I am, I want to tell them what to do, and I know I can't do that. It's a whole different world, and they think differently. Their music's different, even though I love it. It's, I go, oh my God, couldn't they say something else other than that? I mean, that kind of thing. But Holland let me teach him 3 years of Latin, and Shark only got 1. Liza Gray, I think I've had 1 week, but that was fun for me. So the grandchildren have been really, really great to me. They're special people, and it's because those 2 girls, I mean, they had great kids, and that's neat. And I think they're passing on a lot of that. My family has been, my rock, as most people can say. And I'm good. I come back to East Carolina every now and then while I'm still, okay to drive. I'm trying to make as many trips back as I can. I spend half my time at Shenandoah Gravitz with JR, so that can make anybody happy. And then, I check in with Cliff every now and then. So, and I see Jeff and Ed Glenn. I mean, that family is just special. And Kathy Gavigan, when she lost her husband, it was like Terry all over again. And so I really have had a hard time with that. But I'm doing well, and I'm better than I was yesterday.
Well, Ann, we're excited that you were able to spend some time with us today, and we're so happy that you guys are going to be honored this weekend. I know it's going to be a special time, and to have you back in Greenville, and I know you and your family can soak it in, and there's going to be just a ton of people that want to hug your neck and see your kids and see your family, and just remember, I mean, the fingerprints are all over the place of Ann and Terry Holland all over East Carolina, and we'll be here forever, and just a lot of change that great change that you guys were able to make from 2004 to 2013, and then it's just hard to believe that it's been that long that you guys have departed East Carolina, but we look forward to seeing you this weekend, and wish you all the best, and thank you for spending some time with us today.
Well, thanks, and it's always good to see you, and I can't believe your kids are so old.
I know, it just means we're all getting old, so which is a good thing. So, but we look forward to seeing you this weekend, and we definitely have to have you back on to catch up again. And you're always welcome here at Pirate Radio whenever you come into Greenville. You got to stick your head in here and keep us straight. The Ann Holland Show was one of the most. That was like pre-podcast, but you were just doing radio shows with us back then. But that was a very special time here at Pirate Radio. You had a ton of great guests, and just one of the cool things I reflect back on and think about that we accomplished here at Pirate Radio and the show. And you were a great interviewer and able to get a lot of great stories out of good people.
Well, I learned a lot from you guys, and I really loved it. Watching, I mean, that was like a little home away from home for me too. And Terry enjoyed them too. I would come home and say, "What questions would you ask so and so?" And he would say some off the wall thing, and I would say, "I can't ask that." He said, "Try it." And every now and then I would. He was really funny. He was really witty. He really was. And it's nice to share stories about him, and it's nice that some of you still remember him.
Absolutely. Never forgotten. And thanks for your time, and we'll see you this weekend. God bless.
Okay. I look forward to it.
And that was Ann Holland, the wife of the late Terry Holland, the former East Carolina University athletics director, who is going into the Hall of Fame this weekend as well. Earlier in the show, we visited with 17, Dwayne Harris, and the captain, Shane Carden. And earlier this morning, we had a visit with Holt Naylor's Caden Norman and Mike Wright Jr. Our game day coverage continues with the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. I'm Shirley Rhodes. It starts right now.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation.
You earn the right to be a part of this program. You earn a right to be a pirate.
We want to play and coach with our chin out over our toes, and the expectation is we want everything.
Yeah, I feel like Pirate Nation expect what they've been expecting, man. Hard-nosed football defense, flying around and hitting people.
And the Pirate Nation, there's nobody better. The Pirate Nation comes out and they bleed that purple for us. They instill that pirate pride in this whole eastern part of this state. And they're making people take notice, the Pirate Nation. They're making the purple and gold the most feared colors on the East Coast. And that's what we got to do. When East Carolina comes into town, or they come to town to play East Carolina, they're going to do one thing. They're going to play a physical football game.
Come support us. And we're going to play our hearts out for y'all.
Pirate Nation, man, I can't wait to see y'all in Dowdy, man. I can't wait. We're ready. We're coming.
Honestly, I don't give a shit about anything. We're just trying to go win.
Get ready. It's going to be fun. Hold on to your hats.
I'm a legend, I'm a legend, I'm a legend, I'm a legend. I'm always number one, never second. I'm always rising up, all ascension.
Hauser, deep pass. Yannick Smith brings it in for the touchdown. Hauser heaves it. That's caught in stride. Anthony Smith has a touchdown.
Hauser has the first down and more. Touchdown, ECU. Harris breaks free, has the first down, makes a man miss. It's a foot race. Rajay Harris, 86-yard touchdown.
Third down, Hauser with some time. Guns it deep and a wide open man for the touchdown. And it's Anthony Smith.
Pirate fans, get ready. It's time to talk ECU football on the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate Show. The Pirate Radio sports team will get you ready with a game-winning strategy, live reports from the stadium, a breakdown of all the X's and O's, and all the scores and previews from other games around the country. Let's get ready. It's time for Pirate football on the voice of the Pirate Nation. The Bud Light Pregame Tailgate is on the air.
All right, homecoming weekend, Hall of Fame weekend. We got a fun one coming up today at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium as East Carolina tries to right some wrongs from the past couple years when they take on the Charlotte 49ers. And we're going to have an awesome 4 hours of pregame tailgate for you right here on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington, 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. We're on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. And you can find us, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Give us a like, a subscribe, a prediction, what you eating on during today's game, how you feeling about the Pirates' chances to win today and set up a big one next Saturday against Memphis at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. It's the Charlotte 49ers coming to town today. And, man, we got a lot going on here on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Fifth Street Hardware has dropped off the pregame food. Brian Bailey said maybe his favorite wing.
Don't tell Bram that, though. Don't tell Bram.
Maybe his favorite wing.
Maybe.
Awesome wings. I love the cheesesteak sliders. They're back. And I am in a good mood here this morning on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We'll have our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. We'll have our Carolina Cook Pirates in the pros update. Our Celsius fifth quarter recap coming up later on as Holt Nailers will be back for today's edition of the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. We'll check in with the Chili Water Chat Gang. We'll have our New Blue Pirate Report, Orthopedics East Injury Report, our Papa John's Pirate Preview with Brian Bailey. We'll go out to the Turner Home Team Live Line, have numbers on the UB stat sheet, and go inside our United Bank Coaches Corner. BB talked to Tim Albin earlier this week. We'll hear what Blake Harrell had to say as well. We'll check in with Brian North, David Glenn. We'll have some tailgate check-ins. Jeff Nadeau, Greg Hudson will join us, and you never know who might drop by. Planning to talk to former Pirate DB Josh Hawkins here in hour number one, and planning to hear from Treya Savage within this 4 hours, as well as the Blue Jay in town for a big festive homecoming weekend. It is all ahead on the next 4 hours, and we will pop the top on this homecoming edition of the Bud Light pregame tailgate next.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. This month, Doug Henry is giving away $50 gift cards with every vehicle purchased until November 27th. Stop into Doug Henry today and they will help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry is easy to find right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. Ahoy, Pirate Nation. It's game day, and there's only one place to go to gear up, UBE. Whether you're tailgating, storming the stadium, or watching the Pirates play from the couch, do it the Pirate way with UBE. We've got the latest and greatest tees, jerseys, and hats from Adidas, Champion, and Lululemon. Don't forget UBE game day buttons, available free to the first 500 customers on game day. Set your course for University Book Exchange or shop 24/7 at pirateware.com.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerel in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now back to the show.
A beautiful day for football in Greenville, North Carolina. A 3 o'clock kickoff, East Carolina and Charlotte. And we will do some scoreboard watching, look around the nation. Once games kick off about 50 minutes from now, looks like a nice day for football in Lubbock. Big one at noon. BYU and Texas Tech, number 7 versus number 8 in that matchup. Brian Bailey, happy college football Saturday to you. How you doing?
It's been a while on a Saturday, hasn't it?
Feeling good to be back home on a Saturday. College basketball Saturday as well. East Carolina up the road taking on Richmond today. So it's that time of year. year where everything's happening.
And, we talked about those Thursday night games that you just didn't feel the buzz in the city, you know, when you're riding around town. It just didn't feel like a game day. But I tell you what, you go out today, UBE is packed. The parking lot's packed. Tailgaters are already out all around the stadium. So I think it's going to be a nice crowd. It's going to be a beautiful day, and looking forward to some football.
I agree, and very, very excited about what has transpired over the last few weeks with East Carolina now putting themselves in a spot for important November football. And as we scoreboard watch, Bailey, we saw Thursday night UTSA. We're pulling for them to pull a little upset on the road at South Florida. Didn't happen.
How'd that work out?
USF had 45 at halftime.
Wow.
And blew out the Roadrunners. And then last night, you had two one-loss teams in the league playing against one another, Memphis and Tulane. And I think the best outcome for the Pirates would have been if Memphis would have won and kind of knocked Tulane out. Then we could have knocked Memphis out. But man, the Green Wave put together maybe their best game of the year and knock off Memphis on the road.
And the side to that is the tiebreaker situation. So Tulane has the tiebreaker over East Carolina because of that win. So that would have been nice to see Memphis win that game. Tim Pernetti, when he was in town, the commissioner of the American, he said he worried that these teams were going to knock each other off, and that was going to hurt the league. And basically, we may see that because you never know on a Saturday in the American what you're going to get. Who's going to survive? Right now we're down to 5 teams with one loss. Will it be a 2-loss team in the championship game?
Well, that's what I guess James Madison and San Diego State
both are
hoping to happen. Is all of a sudden the Dukes back in the mix. They're on for a playoff spot. Their only loss this year coming to Louisville. None of the other one-loss teams are playing conference games today. Navy plays Notre Dame tonight. That is a non-conference game. Midshipmen 7-1 on the year. That would obviously be huge for their national perspective, but they are huge underdogs in South Bend tonight
with 27.5 points. So that'll be a tough way to go. But year in and year out, it seems like Navy really plays Notre Dame tough. So we'll see what happens there.
Speaking of huge underdogs, Charlotte coming in here.
Wow.
What did you think of that number when you first saw it?
Well, it's 29.5 now, I think. It keeps going up a little bit. Yeah, and that's a huge, huge number. Obviously, those of us that watched the last 2 times these teams have played kind of scratch our heads at it. But Charlotte doesn't have a lot going for it right now. I mean, they've really struggled. They've had some injuries, and they've really, just had a tough year. And they would like nothing more than to come and wreck the homecoming party. But you got a feeling that Blake Harrell's got that look in his eyes, got that gleam when he was talking about, the ugly game in 23 when the Pirates lost 10-7, and the uglier game in 24 when the Pirates got absolutely blown out in the Queen City. So I think he's got this team ready to go, and they'll be fired up come game time at 3 o'clock.
We've talked about that one a lot this week, and how Blake Harrell, I would assume, was embarrassed and angry by what happened last year to his defense in that game. And there's literally been a countdown clock to Charlotte.
Yeah.
And they have circled this one, which is awesome. They are not looking ahead to next week. They're not thinking about anything else right now but beating this 49ers team that has had their number the last couple of years.
Yeah, and it's really weird, how it's happened. I mean, the 10-7 game was just brutal offensively. Nobody could get anything done. Pirates missed that field goal to tie the game late. And then the game in 24 last year, wow, just that thing just seemed to get out of hand. I mean, we're looking at a Pirate team that was favored on the road, and really most of us thought they would handle business easily, and they just went out there and laid a big egg, and Charlotte just got it rolling. It's one of those things when you see the snowball coming down the hill and it's getting bigger and bigger. That's what we saw last year in Charlotte. They just annihilated East Carolina. So the Pirates have a lot to play for.
And we talked to 3 former players that were on that team this week with Rajay Wilcoats and Alex Harper, and they all said it was the downest, saddest locker room they can remember.
Yeah.
And where they were just kind of looking around, looking for answers at that point. And that was the end of the road for Mike Houston. And also kind of the start of Caden Hauser becoming QB1, Blake Harrell taking over, and really the entire season changing. You hear about like seasons changing after a loss and everything going downhill. Ours kind of started going uphill after that loss.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the next week was the Army game. Coach Houston stuck around for that one, and he was fired after the Army game. And then, Blake was made interim coach, but I don't think any of us, I think a lot of us were like, man, it'd be nice if he got the head job. But most of us all thought that's just.
I thought there was no chance.
No chance whatsoever.
Because nobody thought they would finish the year that way and have that kind of momentum.
Exactly. But the odds kept inching up. If you remember, the Temple game was right after that at some point, and Temple had a touchdown or 2-touchdown lead in that game against East Carolina. The Pirates came back and they had, I think they scored a touchdown right before the half and then scored a touchdown out of the half and took control of that game. But then things started moving up, and the Pirates were big. They were losing big at North Texas and came all the way back, won that game, and later on it was Blake Harrell's job, and he's done a good job with it.
Man, he has done a phenomenal job, and looking forward to hopefully another win under his belt today. Chili Water Chat Gang checking in. Chili Water, pure ice-cold refreshment from the Black Creek Aquifer, can to protect the water we all love. Chili Water, the good water in your hand. Order 12 packs now at chiliwater.com or find it at a store near you. Joel says, what an interview with Miss Holland. He enjoyed Ellerby and Ann Holland. If you missed that, you can check it out on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, and watch it in its entirety. But Bailey, how was Hall of Fame night last night?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go. We had high school football.
Right. You had high school football.
We were high school football for the first round of the playoffs, but heard different things about it, and just really looking forward to seeing Shane. I've interviewed him a couple of times since he was named to that class, so I'm looking forward to seeing him, looking forward to seeing Justin Hardy. We had Dwayne Harris on the radio the other day, but just a great group. I mean, just outstanding players, and when these guys are playing, you just don't realize how important that they are, how big time it is whenever they're playing the game. And I look all the way back to the Jeff Blakes of the world, the Robert Joneses of the world, and you didn't realize it at the time, but they've become legends, and they'll always be legends.
And we got a former Pirate that just walked in. We'll try to get him in studio here as Josh Hawkins, former Pirate DB, Green Bay Packer, has dropped by the Pirate Radio studios, and we'll talk football and acting and
give him 30 seconds. He's got to take a pit stop.
All right. Take a pit stop. I didn't know. I thought
he did his makeup right or something.
She was about to say something else.
I did too.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing, though.
Yeah. Man, and this one, Bailey and Holden kind of talked about this week. This is a good one for like the, I guess, the modern era Pirate fan, the Hall of Fame, as far as Justin and Shane going in together and Dwayne. But these are guys that Holden remembered watching as a kid. These are guys I was able to cover, and they're not the Robert Jones era like your favorite era.
I go way back,
but it was a good era.
I think Shane Carden's era was one of my favorites too. Coach Ruff, and anytime you put a beat down on North Carolina like Shane and company did, you got to think that that's one of the best teams in Pirate history. Even though the record wasn't as good as the '91 squad, but still, what they did against North Carolina, what they did against NC State, and just the camaraderie of that whole team was awesome.
And man, a lot of Pirates say what if about those teams, and there are some narrow defeats when you think about going to Tulane. That might have been 2013 and losing that game, losing to Cincinnati on the road late, losing to, of course, UCF on the awful Hail Mary that we still talk about. But the wins were so big. That was, like you said, kind of an era of wins over ACC schools, just dominating those schools.
Yeah, they really did.
Carolina State, putting up points and points and points on them.
It was just awesome. It was fun to watch, and Shane was so easy to talk to in interviews, and he always, whether win or lose, he was already, right there ready to answer any questions you had. And you could ask him, hey, what'd you see on this play when you threw the pick? And he'd tell you exactly, kind of like Holton did.
We had Shane on this week, and I asked him about when he didn't get named the starter. Do you remember that and how pissed off he was?
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was like, he didn't throw anybody under the bus or like hoot and holler or anything, but he was just noticeably upset. I think he even admitted, like, yeah, I'm upset. I'm not the starter.
Yeah, he should have been.
Well, it took him a week and a half.
That's right. It didn't take long.
Those things tend to work themselves out, and it certainly did with Shane Carton at quarterback taking over for Rio Johnson and hooking up with Justin Hardy. And he said that that's not something, Bailey, that happened just during the games. That is a lot of work off the field. That's being together on scout team. Like their story, Shane, the last guy offered a scholarship, and the Justin Hardy, a walk-on, being Hall of Famers at ECU. That's the Pirate story right there. Right?
It really is. And, you know, what Justin Hardy did at West Craven, and then his senior year, he was the stud quarterback for those West Craven Eagles and did such great things there. And it's interesting, you know, we were working on the high school show this week, and Zach was writing some of the scripts. And, you know, that age, those guys, they don't realize what he was able to do. They have no idea that he was a quarterback in high school, and he came back and did everything. There he is. Yep. He's got his own camera crew.
Wait, did you hire Shirley away from us? Josh,
how you doing, my man?
How y'all doing? What's up, buddy? Welcome back. Yeah. Have a seat right there.
Sorry.
And we'll get you in. Josh Hawkins, former Pirate Corner.
Might even turn your mic on.
Yeah, I got him ready to go. And we'll talk about his acting and everything else. That's up to you.
It's up to you.
That's fine.
We're live now, Josh. Welcome in, man. How you doing?
How y'all doing?
Where are you calling home these days?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right,
Charlotte.
good deal.
Yes, sir.
What, you ride in with the team, with the Charlotte 49ers?
No, I didn't.
Well, Josh, let's get up to date on what you're doing now, because when Shirley, we hooked up with you via social media, I said, isn't he doing some acting and all kinds of stuff?
Yeah.
So what is Josh Hawkins doing today?
Man, I'm doing a lot, man. After my last team in the NFL was the Detroit Lions, actually. I had, I had tore my ACL in the UFL. Ain't that what it was called then? UFL.
It was probably the USFL then, and now the UFL.
Yeah, right.
Same thing.
I had tore my ACL, man, and I just it was something about it at that time where I just couldn't. It was taking long to recover. It was,
That's what getting old's all about.
I'm telling you. So at the time, I think I was 30 at the time, and I was going to be 31, and I was just trying to, get back to the NFL. And at the time, I was the third game in. I was graded the highest corner in the UFL, and I think the PFF grade was like a 96.6, and only 2 targets that had caught on my side.
Yeah.
So, and it was like literally 30 seconds, man, into the game about to end, and I was about to catch an interception, and my knee just gave out. It was just like, and I was trying to recover and get back to it. I went through, honestly, a lot of mental health issues, because it was just, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do next.
Yeah.
So, and then, acting came about. And, y'all know me. I'm a person that like to be in front of the camera.
No.
The lights, camera, action.
No.
So, I had got into acting. A friend of mine I had met named Da Vinci. I had met his agent. We was at like a rooftop party, and they just got me started, and it was like, man, you got a nice look, you should get into it. So I got into it. I actually just got an audition on my way here. So I was
big time.
That's cool, man.
I was just working on that. So I got into acting, man, and it's been nice. It's I've been on Hulu, I've been on HBO, I've been on Amazon Prime, Tubi. My recent stuff I just did an Apple commercial like 2 months ago. So.
Oh wow! So when is that gonna air?
It's already aired.
Airing now?
Yeah,
okay.
Aired out. I put it on my Instagram.
Very cool.
Yeah, look for that.
Yeah.
Got to.
2017, you played nearly a full season with the Packers. Had the most action. Well, I mean, what was that like playing for an historic team like Green Bay? And I remember you having a big preseason, riding the bike and all that stuff they do. Going like you were part of the whole deal. What was that year like for you, 2017?
Man, it was just a blessing just to be out there, honestly, and just to be with, like you said, some of the greats like Aaron Rodgers, Julius Peppers, Clay Matthews, Mike Daniels.
That's good stuff.
I mean, Micah Hyde, Morgan Burnett. I mean, Sam Shields, one of the guys when I got there, I was looking up to and trying to basically mirror my game after, and it was just, I just felt like Green Bay was the place I needed to be because as some of you guys know, I walked on to East Carolina. So walking on to East Carolina and then going undrafted, it felt like the same thing. And I was like, yo, this is the place for me. It felt like, it felt like home. And I think the second week I was there, I was starting versus the Lions guarding Golden Tate. My first incomplete pass on Golden Tate.
Man.
So.
And after I guarding Hardy and Zay and those guys at practice, that wasn't much to it, right? I mean, how about you got a couple of Hall of Famers that were teammates of yours today going in? What was it like? And y'all had some solid defenses during your time here, but what were those practices like against those guys?
Always a great fun battle, man. Justin Hardy, Zay Jones, and some other guys.
Davon.
Oh, man. Lance Lewis.
I
remember him.
Yeah. When I was coming in, he was leaving out. So guarding him was nice. And I'm so proud of those guys. That's why I'm here, just to come show my support to those guys. And, hopefully I'm next.
There you go.
Hopefully I'm next.
Josh, I got to ask you about Rick Smith. He, the old DB coach and defensive coordinator here, and he loved to talk about Josh Hawkins, sometimes in a positive light, sometimes saying you need to get your head.
Tough love.
You need to get your head out of your gazoo. Or he said, what did he say? Potential is just a word for somebody that ain't done nothing yet.
Yeah.
He'd say stuff like, I think he knew you were good.
Yeah.
And is that why he loved
you were great?
Right.
He loved to get on you like he did?
Exactly. I mean, I was probably his toughest corner because we was like two Rams going there. And he knew, he knew, like, this kid got the potential to really take it there. I mean, I took it there 5 years in the NFL, so.
It's not bad.
We just clashed a lot. But I made a lot of plays for him.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
He knew it. And it's always love.
Josh Hawkins. I just like the way you used to say it.
That's how I used to say it.
I saw Coach last night on the road sideline.
Oh, yeah?
You got to give us an audition. So what are you auditioning for right now, and how does that work?
Right now I'm auditioning for a commercial. I think it's actually like, have you ever heard of El Pollo? It's like a... it's a
restaurant or something? Yeah. I think so.
It's like a fast food restaurant.
So what do they do for the audition? What do you have to say?
You just give me lines, script, whatever, what they want me to say. So I don't know. I got to see remember what the lines were.
Do you do that in Charlotte, or do you go out to California, or where do you do that?
When I do get booked, I go to California or Atlanta. But majority of the times the auditions are over, like, you just
virtual or whatever. Yeah,
you just film them and then boom, you send them off.
Wow,
Bailey, how many rooftop parties you been to?
Well, let's see. I fell off a roof or two. There wasn't a party going on either.
Josh, you got a bunch of old teammates you're meeting up with today. What's your day look like?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the game and check the fellas out.
Check it out
versus Charlotte. Hopefully, maybe run in the rough if he's still here.
Oh, yeah.
Go see, run into the guys, Hardy, Shane, Dwayne, and, just have a good time, man. Enjoy the Pirate atmosphere. A lot has changed. I ain't been back here in a year.
Yeah, you got a lot of new stuff to see.
A lot of new stuff, man. I ain't seen a new stadium, so I'm excited to see everything.
And you got an indoor facility going up.
Really?
You can see it's in its infant stages right now, but it's going to be nice.
That's going to be nice.
Just started, just some beams in the air, right?
Right.
Good stuff there. Well, Josh, anything else? How can folks kind of see more of what you're doing right now?
I want to see it.
Yeah. I mean, right now you can catch me on Instagram, 28 Degrees, Facebook, Josh Hawkins. I'm actually starting up something that I'm truly proud of that I'm starting up. It's called a sportswear line. It's going to be similar to Aloe, Gymshark, Lululemon. It's called HawkFit, HWKFIT.
I wonder if they got any HawkFit for you and I.
Yeah. I don't know. We might
I got your size.
There you go. They got Bubba sizes.
Yes, so I think
we'll take them.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. You got your hands in a lot of different things, but did you you always had this personality, I guess? Did you? How about did 14-year-old Josh Hawkins think he'd be doing this today?
14-year-old Josh Hawkins knew he was going to be doing this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a long time ago. I just feel like, man, I've always had this in me. It's instilled in me. When I do speaking engagements, I always tell people I don't truly know if there's a blueprint towards being successful, but I do know that it takes being ambitious, goal-driven, determined, persistent, consistent, and staying focused, and whatever you want to do in life, you will be successful.
Awesome. Sounds like you're taking like football lessons to life lessons, right? Yeah, it sounds the same way there.
Football definitely instilled all that into me, because if you want to make it, like I said, like I went undrafted, and I went undrafted and I walked on, so I already knew what it took to take it to that next level and be above all my competition.
That's awesome, man. Good for you. That's great. We'll wrap up the segment here. Bailey, Pirates are big favorites today. You think they handle business?
I think they handle business. I'll be surprised if they don't come out and just it's the hot knife through butter type thing. I just think they're going to be dominant. They've thought about this thing for 2 years now, and the only thing, if they're just overhyped, could slow them down a little bit, but I don't think they'll be slowed down at all.
Good deal. Let's get a win for Josh and the old Pirates in town to watch this one tonight. Bailey, appreciate you, sir.
Anytime.
And Josh, great to see you, man. Congratulations on your success.
Thank you so much.
We're pulling for you.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, sir.
If you guys need a fat white guy sometime to do anything, let me know, and I'll be right there with you. He said, y'all fellas, he put you in
I'm in there.
There you go.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Josh Hawkins, Brian Bailey. Y'all should do a buddy cop movie now that I think about it.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Let's go Pirates.
Come on, Josh Hawkins.
Chris Tucker and you're what's Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and have more for you on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. David Glenn joins us after this.
Fast, reliable, affordable. Most internet services don't give you all three, but U.S. Cellular Home Internet does. A trio in perfect harmony. Fast speeds, a solid network, and just $39.99 a month when bundled with a wireless plan. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. So many times people have problems with their automobile, and finding a service department that you can trust not to upsell you on something you really don't need, but to go in, diagnose the problem, and solve the problem.
Yeah, we're really here to pass along any kind of savings we can to Pirates in the area. We take pride in offering a discounted labor rate compared to some of the other places, but give the same quality that technicians can provide.
Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
This is Dr. Hode from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This November, get behind the wheel of a brand new 2025 Subaru Outback at Capital Subaru of Greenville with 0.9% APR financing for 72 months. That's right, legendary Subaru capability with financing that's almost too good to be true. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates, where adventure begins and savings never end. Price does not include licensing costs, registration fees, or $6.99 dealer administration fee. See dealer for details. Offer expires December 1st, 2025.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked
This
up.
is Zach Agnos, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now back to the show.
And welcome back to the Pirate Radio studios. And I am trying to do double duty here, and my camera does not want to work. Here we go. Oh. There we go. All right. Need Cash Fast, National Finance Company, is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com. National Finance is a proud supporter of ECU Athletics. And taking a quick look at your Buccaneer scoreboard, Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, we've got some games that are kicking off in about 20 minutes. 7th-ranked BYU and 8th-ranked Texas Tech will face off at high noon. Number 2, Indiana will take on Penn State. And an American matchup tonight, coming up in 20 minutes, that's going to have some implications. We'll keep an eye on those. Temple will be taking on Army. Now let's head back in to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, cool to talk to Josh Hawkins live in the Pirate Radio studios as he's heading out now to do some tailgating and have some fun with Pirate fans and some old teammates. Shirley, I'm going to send you DG's number, unless you already have it, but I'll go ahead and send it to you. But let's get him on and talk ACC and ECU. Basketball underway as well, and Ken Watlington, our buddy, was in Chapel Hill last night watching North Carolina knock off Kansas, so we can talk about that as well. Nobody's in here for me to do a drink break, so I have to take my own private drink breaks. Nick needs to fill in next time that happens. Hurricanes in action today on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. We'll get a Canes preview at some point within the next 4 hours. Also, I believe around 1 o'clock, Danny Beal will go one-on-one with Treya Savage live here on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. So you'll hear from the former Pirate who took the baseball world by storm coming up later on in our show. But right now we go out to the Turner Home Team live line. Looking to sell your house fast and without making any repairs? The Turner Home Team is the local home buying company. They buy houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. Give them a call, 525-4780. DG, David Glenn, joining us on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. David, how you doing?
Great, my friend. How are you, Flip?
Doing great. Beautiful Saturday for football here in Greenville, North Carolina. Pirates are big favorites. We all know what happened the previous 2 years, but the cast of characters has changed. No Biff Poggi on Charlotte's side, no Mike Houston on ECU side. So for that reason, David, it does feel a little bit different this year. But Charlotte has had ECU's number. Two really different teams going to play in this one that played against each other last year, though.
That's true. And I think Pirate Nation should be mad about these last 2 years, given that Charlotte's a program that's only 13 years old. Charlotte's a program that does not have generations of fans, filling a large stadium the way ECU does. So it's about time for a role reversal. I don't think Tim Albin, the new Charlotte head coach, is a bad coach, but his first team is not a good team. And the Pirates are a good team, and it's time for them to flip the script, as they say, and show that they're not only better. I mean, they are double digits and then some better than this Charlotte team. This is their third year in the same conference as, obviously both schools based here in the great state of North Carolina. And there's just no reason the Pirates should be looking up at the 49ers in the sport of football. And I think today's the day that's going to change that tune.
Yeah, David, Pirates coming off their, the last 2 weeks ago, the great offensive performance last week, an offensive explosion, the best they've looked all year, rushing for over 300. Caden Hauser well into the 200s and just doing it from every angle offensively. And hopefully they can continue that. I've talked all week, David, about this is a perfect look-ahead spot for ECU to look at next week's home game against Memphis and look at the championship scenarios and all that. But it's great that Charlotte is the game right now because Blake Harrell's had this thing circled. Not only the players on the team that have been around the last 2 years want this one, but he got embarrassed. His defense was embarrassed last year at Charlotte. So no look-ahead spot for ECU today. I think they're all in on this one.
I think you're right. And, on any given Saturday, anything can happen. I mean, if you're -4 in turnovers, you can get beat by anybody, so certainly anybody in your conference. So, there's time for revenge, but the day has to start with just good old-fashioned execution. And that's Caden Hauser getting those wide receivers involved, that improving running game, which was not all that vibrant earlier this season for ECU. If it continues to get better, then you have some offensive balance, which makes you really, really hard to defend. And Blake Harrell's defense has been pretty darn reliable all season. So the pieces are coming together. There's 5 teams now with only one loss in conference play.
Yeah.
And obviously the Pirates would lose the tiebreaker to Tulane if it came down to that because of the head-to-head battle earlier this year. But you don't worry about those kinds of things, unless you stay in the race. And you got to take care of business against an inferior opponent today. Charlotte hasn't won a conference game yet, and they've only won one game overall. They're not good on offense. They're not good on defense. They're not good on special teams. This is a game the Pirates should dominate in. And obviously, if you get the win that you expect to get today, then things get really interesting, starting with Memphis next week.
David Glenn joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Last week, David, we set up a big week for the in-state schools that play in the Atlantic Coast Conference, and 3 out of the 4 had really good weeks. North Carolina goes on the road and beats Syracuse 27-10. Duke beating Clemson in Death Valley for the first time in my life, 46-45. That score, and then we thought there was a possibility that just a classic Dave Doran, NC State pull the upset. They knock off undefeated Georgia Tech. So a big week for that trio. Wake Forest did not hold up their end of the bargain. They got hammered by Florida State last week. But good week, and really big picture-wise, I guess most importantly, Duke right now, right? Just one loss in the ACC and have a shot to play for an ACC championship.
Yeah, and it doesn't take an expert or a passionate college football fan to know that Duke does not beat Clemson in the sport of football very often at all. And as you mentioned there, the last time the Devils had beaten the Tigers specifically in Death Valley was 1980, so 45 years ago. I mean, that's an accomplishment for Manny Diaz and the Blue Devils. And as you said, I mean, look, there is no dominant team in the ACC this year. So whereas this summer, I think when I said I thought Duke would be the best football team in our state, not many people laughed at me because the Blue Devils won, 9 games last year, so you thought maybe they had a chance to be good again. But I think more people laughed if you brought up the suggestion, hey, maybe Duke's good enough to play in an ACC championship game. Well, now that Clemson's fallen by the wayside, Florida State has fallen by the wayside, Miami has 2 conference losses. There's essentially 6 teams battling out for those 2 spots in the ACC title game. And among those 6, there's 3 head-to-head matchups. Duke gets to host Virginia later. It's Pitt and Georgia Tech go head-to-head. Louisville and SMU go head-to-head a little bit later this month. So who knows? That might come down to tiebreakers as well. But one thing we do know is that after a decade plus where it's almost always been either Clemson or Florida State winning the ACC football championship, it's going to be a new face this year. So if Manny Diaz and the Blue Devils can be that new face, obviously that's not easy to pull that off. But the fact that the Devils are in the running and went to Clemson and won and have Darian Mensah, one of the best quarterbacks in college football, in my opinion, it makes anything possible. And we've seen enough bad Duke football teams to know that kind of theme doesn't happen in Durham very often.
Been asking this week, David, to take those undefeated Virginia and 1-loss teams in the ACC and pick your favorite. And yesterday or a couple of days ago, Greg Hudson said Louisville out of the group. And again, he went kind of blind, didn't know who the schedule and who's left. But like the best of the bunch with Duke, with Louisville, with all those 1-loss teams. David, do you have? I mean, it sounds like you do think the Devils can be that team. How about SMU? Who's your favorite out of that jumbled group in the ACC right now?
Yeah, it's funny. If you ask me who do I think the best team is, I still think it's Miami, but they're
right
running.
Yeah.
Who do I think is the next best team? I think it's Louisville. But the challenge for the Cardinals is they have to go to SMU. So you know how this stuff works. It's not as much who's the best team. It's how well are they playing and what's their remaining schedule look like. And the fun part for Duke is that the Blue Devils do get to host Virginia, and their other conference games are UNC and Wake Forest. So the Devils will be favored in both of those. So if you win your head-to-head against the Cavaliers, that one is a week from today, and then you take care of business against UNC and Wake Forest, Duke would be 7-1 in conference play. And probably, we'd have to wait for tiebreakers, but probably in the ACC title game. And the other team that has a very manageable road is Georgia Tech. Even though, we were talking last week about how maybe both of us and many others liked the Wolfpack to upset the Yellow Jackets, and they did. Well, the Yellow Jackets are 5-1 right now. They're at Boston College next week, which is the worst team in the ACC right now. And then they host Pitt, which is a good team, but that game is in Atlanta. So you could end up with a Duke-Georgia Tech ACC title game, even if, as I do, you think, that Louisville and Miami are the 2 best teams in the league. That's just the way things are unfolding right now. And obviously, oh my gosh, an ACC title would be such huge news for Duke or Georgia Tech or the Virginia Cavaliers, who, as you said, it sounds weird because everybody saw Virginia lose to NC State this year. That was not a conference game. So even though they're conference rivals, it doesn't count in the conference standings. So there's Virginia sitting pretty at 5-0. And heck, even if the Cavaliers lost to Duke head-to-head, UVA could finish 7-1, but they would lose the tiebreaker to Duke in that hypothetical, obviously.
There's a lot of people out there that don't follow it as closely as we do, David, and I'm not making fun of them. It's ridiculous, but they're going to be trying to figure out how Virginia is undefeated, in conference play. Like, I swear I watched that game earlier this year, but you
can win some bar bets with that.
Yeah, exactly. David, our buddy Ken Wallington, WNCT Channel 9, was in Chapel Hill last night, and we'll get a recap from him next week, but he saw North Carolina take down Kansas. I watched a little bit of it. My favorite part that I saw in the game, I guess this Wilson is a blue chip recruit for North Carolina, but he's diving on the floor. He's going for loose balls. He's firing up the crowd. And again, I didn't watch the entire game, but I saw that moment, and always love that when the best player is working the hardest out there on the court.
That's very well put. I was there at the Smith Center for that one, and at halftime, things looked kind of bleak for the Tar Heels. It was 37-29 in favor of visiting Kansas, and the Heels were just shot out of a cannon coming out of the locker room in the second half. And given Hubert Davis's roller coaster ride as the Tar Heels head coach over these last 4 years, it wasn't necessarily a safe bet that they would respond well to adversity against the Jayhawks down 8 at the break, but they did. I actually am writing an article right now about it's very rare that the Tar Heels are led in scoring by a freshman. In fact, it's only happened 4 times in the history of the program, which is, 100-plus years old. Well, Caleb Wilson, the freshman, is the team's best player, and barring something really weird, he will lead the team in scoring. And what's interesting about the other 4 examples, and it goes right to your point about Caleb Wilson being aggressive, diving for loose balls. There's no prima donna with this prep All-American, right? There's nothing shy about him. He is firing up the crowd. He is incredibly aggressive. The other UNC teams, some of them that were led by freshmen, were train wrecks. And it was in part, for example, one of Matt Doherty's teams, Rashad McCants, was this leading scorer. Well, Rashad McCants is probably the most volatile, erratic, unpredictable personality in the history of UNC basketball, and the team followed that lead. Whereas, another of the freshman-led teams in UNC history was led by a guy named Tyler Hansbrough, who was one of the most dependable, low-maintenance, aggressive, productive players in UNC basketball history. So it's, of course, a great sign that you can beat a top 25 Kansas team head-to-head, but it might be an even better sign in the big picture that the best player, in case the team ends up following his personality, is a lot more like Tyler Hansbrough and a lot less like Rashad McCants.
David Glenn joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. By the way, college football fans, there is a game. It's too early to say this, but Alabama St. John's feels like a Elite Eight Final Four game. That's going on in 8 minutes. If you want to watch some basketball, that'll be on FS1. Duke playing later today at 1:30 on the CW. Western Carolina at Duke in hoops coming up. And later tonight, if you're footballed out, Oklahoma Gonzaga. So, David, I'm doing my best to keep an eye. We got Pirate basketball coming up today. We'll be watching during the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show, old CAA matchup. ECU and Richmond. So I got to try to remember while I'm engulfed in the football that other stuff's going on.
Yeah, well, you guys may remember one of my closest friends is my longtime producer, Darren Vaught, who now is the voice for the ECU men's basketball program. So we're always talking hoops. And the exciting part for our state is I think Duke and UNC and NC State are NCAA tournament caliber teams this year. Obviously, Will Wade in the Wolfpack, he's kind of stirring the pot and adding a lot of excitement. ECU has a chance to be good and was improved last year. There's other teams around the state. High Point has been good in its league. NC Central is often good in its league. UNC Wilmington is usually among the favorites in the Coastal Athletic Association. So, I'm not hoping for football season to end. I'd love to ride that wave a while longer as well, but this is a fun time of year because we have the overlapping of two of our state's favorite sports.
David, as we wrap it up, let's do some word association with some greats going in the ECU Athletics Hall of Fame this weekend. We'll start with my favorite Pirate, number 17, Dwayne Harris.
Clutch, big-time wide receiver.
How about another one, Justin Hardy?
Oh, man. Finds the holes and helps you win.
Shane Carden.
Captain Carden throws for big numbers.
And then, a legend in multiple lives, David, his ACC life, his ECU life. How about the gentleman, Terry Holland?
Oh, my gosh. The first word that does come to mind is gentleman.
Yeah.
I can tell you that as a young journalist myself, my interactions with Terry Holland, whether he was a coach or an athletic director or even in his retirement, I'm not exaggerating when I say that those interactions were among the most important that I had as a young broadcaster and a young writer, because he was so genuine, so kind, so thoughtful, so supportive, so positive, so honest. I just learned a lot as a young man and as a young professional from him because of my interactions with him. So he's in my personal David Glenn Hall of Fame, and I really mean that. I absolutely loved the man and his family, so it's great to see him being a part of this class.
Well said, DG. David, appreciate you joining us today. We'll see if we can track you down next Saturday, East Carolina and Memphis here at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. But, man, thank you so much. Everybody check out the NC Sports Network. As we didn't even mention hurricanes and all the other stuff going on that you can find at NC Sports Network. But thank you, DG. Enjoy the games today, man.
Always fun, Clip. Good to be with you, my friend.
Yes, sir. And there is hour one of the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Coming up, hour two, Jeff Nadeau will join us. We'll talk some games with him. We'll be watching some games by the time we return on this program. So we got some noon kickoffs coming up, including BYU and Texas Tech. That's the big one on the docket for today. Other games going on in the noon window: Georgia at Mississippi State, Indiana at Penn State on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Da Buck. All right, when we return, let's hear from the Charlotte head coach. Go inside the United Bank Coaches Corner. Tim Albin, he was on the Brian Bailey Show earlier this week. We'll have some of that for you when we return on the Bud Light pregame tailgate next.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline: 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Greenville Utilities customers should be proud to know their electric, natural gas, water, and wastewater utilities are owned by the community. That means decisions are made locally, not in some other city or state. It means the utilities are run in the best interest of the community, not to make profits for out-of-state shareholders. It means reliability is high while rates remain low. Greenville Utilities, safely providing reliable utility solutions for the Greenville region since 1905.
At Flatlands Jessup, when we say your whole world covered, we really mean it. Our agency is dedicated to offering every type of coverage you might need, from farm owners and crop, home and auto insurance to health and life policies. We've designed our services to ensure that every aspect of your insurance needs are met, all under one roof. Whether you're safeguarding your family, your farm, your property, or your future, we'll build a customized risk management program for your needs. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Big game season is here, but we're not just talking about Pirate football. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast cannons in the stands and the fields. You know what I mean. Stay tuned in weekly as we shoot through fall with the best prices and selection around. Plus, Special package deals like the exclusive Bagara B14 Hunter FSP Wilderness Scope combo, including a Leopold VX Freedom 4 to 12 by 50 Hunt Plex, all for only $11.99. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
It's the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We're clearing out all remaining 2025 models, and that means dealer discounts up to $10,000. Whether you're dreaming of a new Jeep Grand Cherokee or ready to unwrap a brand new Ram, Dodge, or Chrysler, now's the time to drive home the savings. But hurry, once these 2025s are gone, they're gone for good. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let's wrap up the year right. Drive a little to save a lot.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now back to the show.
Welcome back for the latest breaking news, interesting stories, and awesome contests that can make you a winner. Be sure to follow the Pirate Radio on our social media. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PR927FM. You can join the over 100,000 followers today. As a matter of fact, you definitely want to follow us because it's going to be in December to remember the treasure chest. Our annual holiday treasure chest returns. So make sure that you follow us to get all the details. Now let's head back in to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Here is your host, Cliff Brock.
All right, enjoying some awesome pregame food thanks to 5th Street Hardware. If you're looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville, come to 5th Street Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, tasty sandwich, or wrap, they've got something for everyone. So the next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware. Great food, great company. All right, we got A-Harp Alex Harper joining us in just a little bit. We'll also do a tailgate check-in with Chandler Honeycutt, but right now we'll go inside the United Bank Coaches Corner. United Bank, safe, sound, secure since 1839. Now more than ever, trust is the foundation of any successful relationship. With local bankers you know and trust, it's no wonder businesses and individuals throughout North Carolina continue to choose United Bank. Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC. All right, let's hear from Tim Albin. He was on the Brian Bailey Show back on Monday.
When you looked at that Charlotte job, what was some of the things that attracted you to the 49ers?
Yeah, it starts with our administration, our leadership, Chancellor Gaber, her vision and what she wants to get done. And then you take in, and you got to, you got to bring up the American Conference. It's the best league in Group of 6. I'm a voter. And the coaches poll, of course. I voted 4 teams in our league, in the top 25. Week in, week out, it's like the SEC of Group of 6. And so, obviously, that's very appealing. But again, back to the final decision. Again, our administration, the city of Charlotte, a lot of things to offer. And right now, you're in a day. And college athletics is about resources, and you combine our academics with our location, and the resources will come.
Had a chance last year to visit Charlotte for the game with East Carolina. And obviously, Charlotte just rolled past the Pirates, basically breaking the backs of Mike Houston. Mike Houston was fired a couple of weeks later, and East Carolina is 0-2 all time against the Charlotte 49ers. So the folks here are chomping at the bit to finally get a chance to maybe put one in the win column. Obviously, your goal is to pull off the upset. You mentioned that all the American, how tough it is. 6 one-loss teams, and we're getting ready to go to the second week in November, so it's anybody's league really to win. Talk about your team a little bit and what you guys have to do to turn things around.
Yeah, and again, we have struggled. I'm a Bill Parcells guy. You are what your record is, and that's where we're at with this. We've had some unfortunate things this season, but I really love coaching this team. They're a resilient bunch. They came to work every day. They come to work every day, and we're not splintering. Sometimes, to have great growth, you have to be made to feel uncomfortable. We certainly feel uncomfortable with where we are, but as long as we are growing internally, when you have a season that we're going through, we are becoming. We are again still growing. You can have some positives out of the season that we're having.
And you look at your schedule, it doesn't get any easier. You come to Greenville for the East Carolina game. You've got UTSA in your home finale. Then you play 2 road games to end it at Georgia and at Tulane. So it didn't do you any favors, did they, Coach?
Well, I'm not going to whine about our schedule. But hey, it's what it is. I think there's some data out there. It's the second toughest schedule in Group of 6 I saw, behind maybe South Florida. And again, that's a challenge. But right now our focus is on East Carolina, and Coach Harrell's done an unbelievable job. I got a chance to meet him in the spring meetings. Obviously, congratulations to him and his season and what he's gotten done and to earn that position. Taking over as the interim coach and getting the job, that speaks volumes on what type of person he is. So again, I am the schedule is a schedule, but it's one game at a time, and we're looking forward to having beautiful weather and homecoming.
What do you look for in this Pirate football team? What concerns you first of all on offense with Caton Hauser and company?
Yeah, the Hauser kid is he takes care of the ball. I think he's completing almost 70% of his passes. They play with tempo. The running backs they play 2 or 3 guys. It's by committee, and they're all talented. You all know about the Smith kid at receiver. He spreads the ball out, and he's in command. And they put the number 11, the right kid in there. I think both guys are in the game at the same time. He is an unbelievable athlete. They built some things around him, which is very, very challenging. They're scoring over 30 points a game. But the physicality in the run game is probably the quarterback and the physicality of the run game. And their numbers they're not dead on at 200, but their second half rush yards are impressive. The longer the game goes on, and it's late in the third and the fourth, they're able to get things done in the running game that make you really nervous as far as a defensive coach.
And we don't talk about it a lot, but the Pirate defense has come a long way, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to tell you, I'm an offensive guy, all right? Their defense is the best one that we've seen this year, bar none, and that's including North Carolina. Their TFLs, tackle for losses, I think they lead the country. They are aggressive. The first quarter of the Temple game, it was pressure from every direction. They do a great job based out of the Bear front, basically. They do a great job of disguising. They're athletic and they play hard. They play hard. That speaks to Coach Harrell and his staff. He's got those guys believing. And I mentioned 4 teams in the top 25. East Carolina is right there. They really are. They've got both sides of the ball going. They special teams wise, they had the fake against the Army. They've got a nice season ahead right now.
Tim Albin, he is the head football coach at Charlotte. His 49ers come to town 1-7 overall, 0-5 in the American. But as we mentioned, Coach Albin's had so much success in the Mid-American Conference, and we look for that success to continue in Charlotte. We've got a history with Ohio, with Beef O'Brady's Bowl back in 2013. You were the offensive coordinator. What do you remember about that game with East Carolina?
Yeah, that's a pretty good memory. I remember. We made it a game for about 3 quarters.
Yes.
And onside kick, took a shot, and we threw a wheel route versus cover 3. Just missed it. would have been first and goal about the 7-yard line to go up maybe 10 or 12, put some pressure on Lincoln and the boys. I think Lincoln was the OC, Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
And at the time, but it was a heck of a game. We were like, I want to say 17, 20-point underdogs maybe. And, I thought we had a chance. We had a chance to pull the big upset and just didn't get it done.
That was a game. Shane Carden, who goes into the ECU Hall of Fame coming up this weekend, but he actually, the quarterback, caught a touchdown pass. Remember that play?
I do remember that. I certainly do. Yes, sir. I do.
And Justin Hardy's also going in. He had 9 catches in that game for 66 yards, and he would pass Dwayne Harris as the all-time receptions leader at East Carolina. Dwayne Harris is also going in this weekend, as is Justin Hardy. There's a couple of connections with East Carolina on your staff, and it starts with Todd Fitch. I haven't talked to Coach Fitch in a long time, but he's been a guest on the Brian Bailey Show before because I've been here for so long. But he came to you guys after stints at LSU and Ohio State. He coached Dwayne Harris here at East Carolina under Skip Holtz. But Todd Fitch is your associate head coach.
That is correct. I've known Todd, through different some of my close friends he's worked for. I've studied his offense. I'm very excited with able to bring Todd to Charlotte. I do know he's got, I think, 14 to 16 years in the Carolinas as far as coaching. He's a quarterback whisperer, if you will. Does a great job with our guys. And we got to get him a few more tools here to work with. But I'm excited about Todd and have enjoyed working with him up to this point.
Yeah, he was a great guy when he was here. How's he doing these days? He fine?
Doing just fine. His son's coaching the tight ends at Cincinnati.
Wow.
So he's in an App State grad. That's chose to follow his dad's footsteps. Really cool story.
Another guy on your staff that we know a little bit about here lately is Jake Kirkendall. He's your director of football ops.
That's right. Jake and I go back to the Ohio days. I have 16 staff members on the coaching and support staff that had ties to Ohio in my time. And I was there 20 years. That's a long time. But Jake was a young guy. Went off and did his own thing in a couple different places. Was in the SEC. Also was in the Mid-American Conference, and obviously the American Conference, and he does a great job. He keeps so many things off my desk, and you can't say enough about those type of things. With this day and age, with NIL fundraising plus the coaching piece of this, you always got to have time to coach your coaches. It's getting harder to do because recruiting is 24/7. And Jake does a great job of keeping my time free so I can focus on the football piece of it.
And, you mentioned NIL and transfer portals, a little bit of all of that. I mean, is it harder at a Charlotte or an East Carolina, or is it pretty much the same anywhere in college football?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I do know that winning games makes NIL easier because you're fundraising and it's easier to sell and get resources when you're winning. You got to say that. But regardless of the day and age or where we are, hey, this is the environment that we're in. And if you want to be a successful program, you have got to have a plan in place. What's the plan to go out and find resources? And it's one of the things that attracted me to Charlotte is, the city. The Queen City, we have 190,000 alumni within an hour of campus. 190,000, and so I want to go knock on 190,000 doors and say, let's get our checkbook out, because we got the future's bright. 18 kids committed. We're very excited.
All right, there is Tim Albin on the Brian Bailey Show, who, he's got a great track record, great resume, just does not have a lot of parts to work with this year, but could turn Charlotte into a winner. Hopefully that doesn't start today, as the Pirates are big favorites on the 49ers. We got A-Harp, Alex Harper, joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, watching his West Virginia Mountaineers take on Coach Prime and Colorado. We got BYU, Texas Tech on. Mississippi State touchdown on Georgia. They take a 6-0 lead. So we're following all the games here on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Welcome in, A. Harp.
What's up, man? A lot of good college football games today, but there's only one that I care about the most, and that's the Pirates.
And you got
Charlotte.
Your Military Bowl ring on.
Yeah, I had to do it.
Your Birmingham Bowl.
Yes, sir. I got my Birmingham Bowl ring on currently, and I will receive my Military Bowl ring on the field today. So I'm going to have both of them on at the same time.
Do you know when you guys will be honored?
I think I can double check. I think it's first media timeout of the second quarter.
Excellent. So A. Harp will be back on the field at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. That's exciting. And Will Coates told us about the ring. Have you seen it yet?
Yes, I have seen it.
Okay.
One of my roommates is on the team currently, so I have seen it.
Yeah,
it's sick.
It's
have
got
you seen
some cool detail. No, Will was supposed to bring it in. He didn't. But he told us the details.
I'll bring it into the fifth quarter.
Yes. All right.
I'll pull up to the fifth quarter and I'll bring it by.
Our first look of the new ring from the Military Bowl. So Harp, you feeling good about today?
I feel so good.
Yeah.
So good. I'm ready to put a beat down on these boys.
Yeah, and I love how you and you were talking about the group chat you're in with former players and Coach Harrell. You can't be there on the field today playing, but you want this one, just like you were playing. You want to right some wrongs from Charlotte. And did you say it was Surad who said, "Hey, let's beat these boys down"?
Yeah, he said, Coach Harrell, tell them boys to beat the.
Yeah.
You know what, out of them for us, because we couldn't get it done, but they'll get it done today for sure. I'm going to be saying some choice words to that Charlotte bench.
Harp, and then I asked Rajay and Will about it as well after I talked to you, Alex, but they co-signed that it was one of the downest locker rooms. And again, we've talked about it a million times, but just to pull out of that and go on to do what you did the second half of last season with Blake Harrell and the move to Caden Hauser is tremendous.
Yeah, I've said before, but that game made me question my love for the game of football. I legitimately said to myself, like, at this point, I'm almost ready for this season to be over. But with that being said, that is why I have such an appreciation and hold that senior class that I'm fortunate enough to be a part of and Coach Harrell in such high regards, because all of us being able to turn that around was fantastic. I say all of us. I didn't do much, but I was along for the ride, and I'm grateful for that.
Hey, them snaps were pearls, as they say in the biz, as Chandler Honeycutt likes to say.
Yeah, they were pearls, as they say, but yeah, I was happy to be along for the ride some coattails of some great football players and some even better humans.
That's awesome, man. And a lot of those guys will be back today. Rajay, I believe, is in town, and just talked to Josh Hawkins, who was part of the Cardin and Hardy era. And you were here the other day when we talked to Shane, and he was one of your favorites growing up.
He was one of my favorites. I mean, if you grow up an ECU fan and Shane Cardin is not one of your favorites, like, I don't know what you're doing or what kind of taste you have, but yeah, the captain is one of the all-time greats, so it was a pleasure to have been able to meet him before, and I want to say talk to him yesterday, but I was too nervous to ask a question, so I didn't say anything.
Him, Justin Hardy, Dwayne Harris, among others, going into the ECU Athletics Hall of Fame, and all kind of culminating on a big day today, Homecoming Hall of Fame Day, and the day we finally beat Charlotte in football.
Praise God. Let's get it done. I'm so tired of that. The dozens of Charlotte fans that are on Twitter will not let us forget. So let's end that.
Yeah, and I said earlier this week, to the victor, go to the spoils. So good for them. Get it out while you can.
I'm not taking anything away from them.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I encourage it.
Yeah.
I encourage it. So good for you, but that ends today.
Oh, no. You can't take a sack and lose 20 yards, but that just happened to the Texas Tech quarterback, and they will now, I guess, attempt a long field goal after a sack. It is scoreless, but Texas Tech could be putting 3 on the board right here in Lubbock on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Let's get a break in. More with A. Harp. Jeff Nadeau going to give us a call at 12:30. We'll check in with the Chan Man at the Pirate Radio Tailgate Zone. Coming up at 1 o'clock, we are scheduled to hear from Danny Beal and Trey Yesavage, the Blue Jays hero. We'll have that and more coming your way on the Bud Light pregame tailgate as Texas Tech takes a 3-0 lead over BYU. We're back with you after this.
Hey, Pirate fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Proudly distributed locally by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food, fun, and football. Chico's has been a game day tradition for Pirate football fans since 1983. Whether the game is home or away, make it a Chico's Day for some great specials and the best chips and salsa in town. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Go Pirates!
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
Shiny teeth in me.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dr. Holly, owner of Pirate Dental. At Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Does your tooth hurt?
They fix teeth.
Chipped tooth?
They fix teeth.
Need a second opinion?
We fix teeth.
Need a crown, have a cavity? We fix teeth. Bottom line, at Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Call us today at 252-321-2500 or visit us at piratedental.com. Online appointments available. Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Go Pirates.
Shiny teeth in me.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery and ready for your order now at Cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
The right partner makes all the difference. For more than 185 years, we've forged personal relationships with our customers and communities, funding economic development and rallying around the causes that are important to our neighbors. With local bankers you know and trust, businesses and individuals throughout the Carolinas continue to choose United Bank. Proud to support the Pirates. Bankwithunited.com. United Bank. Member FDIC.
This is Ryder Giles, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now back to the show. Now with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, Texas Tech has kicked a field goal, so they now lead BYU 3-0. Mississippi State has jumped out to a 7-0 lead over Georgia. It is SMU 7, Boston College 0. And this is a game that we're going to be keeping a close eye on because it may have playoff implications. JMU has jumped out to a 7-0 lead over Marshall, and that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Tailgate, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Kevin checking in. Chili Water Chat Gang, greetings from the city of Charlotte. Go Pirates.
Kevin!
We'll see you at Free Range for the viewing party. Kevin Mashburn, Jamal's cousin, joining us on the Chili Water Chat Gang today. Check us out on YouTube and chime in. How you feeling about today's game between the Pirates and Niners? Let's get a tailgate check-in. Oh, A-Harp, they went for it on 4th down, and they get the first down to West Virginia in Colorado territory. And Chandler Honeycutt is on the Turner Home Team live line joining us. What's up, Chan, man?
What's up, Pirate Radio crew? What's up, Clipper? Happy game day to you guys. Happy homecoming to you guys. As the tailgating lots are starting to fill up as we get closer to kickoff. Lots open this morning at 9 o'clock, and to be honest with you, not a lot of people, but as we get closer to noon, a lot of people are filing in. People are having a good time for homecoming and hopefully seeing a Pirate victory over the Charlotte 49ers for the first time in history. The last two meetings did not go the Pirates' way, but hopefully today that's a different story. So people are fired up. People are hoping for a bowl-eligible East Carolina football team after this game, and we're having a good time out here thanks to our friends at Timothy Sawyer State Farm. He's got some chicken wings. He has got some ribs, mashed potatoes, baked beans, and, of course, our friends at Minji's Bottling Group with the Pepsis, Mountain Dews, and then Carolina Eagle Distributing, helping us out with the adult beverages as well. So the vibes are high out here for ECU versus Charlotte.
Vibes are high at UBE as the parking lot is full of Pirate fans, and the UBE stat sheet, Chandler, says that the Pirates should score some points today. Anybody off the top of their head know how many FBS teams there are now?
136.
That sounds about right. If that is true, Charlotte is 131st in the country when it comes to allowing points. They're giving up 37 points per contest. This East Carolina put points on the board the last two games, Chandler. So could be another offensive explosion for East Carolina today.
Absolutely, and we saw that last week, and we gotten off to a hot start. We saw it a couple of weeks ago too with Army and with Tulsa. So hopefully East Carolina gets off to a hot start. That line is really high. I haven't seen that line for East Carolina in a conference game in quite some time, 28.5. So can the offense stay hot? Can Yannick Smith and Anthony Smith, can the Smith brothers get in the end zone multiple times today? We shall see. And can we continue to get that running game going with Montgomery and Marlon Gunn? I actually have Marlon Gunn getting into the end zone today for East Carolina. So hopefully that happens, and hopefully the Pirates handedly take care of Charlotte.
Chandler, Jacob, Chili Water Chat Gang is asking, where can a Stag alum go to have fun and tailgate with Pirate Nation? For people that want to go see you in the Pirate Radio tailgate zone, where are you guys at?
So if you are in front of the Elmhurst Elementary School and you're looking at the scoreboard, go to the left. You will see a Pirate Radio tent and you will see a Pirate Radio truck. And we're out here having a great time. Once again, thanks to our friends Timothy Sawyer State Farm, Carolina Eagle Distributing, and Minji's Bottling Group. So it's not hard to find us. If you're looking at the scoreboard, take a left, walk to the left, keep going until you see the Pirate Radio truck. We're right here. We welcome everybody. Free food, free drinks. So come out, have a good time, and enjoy homecoming with the voice of the Pirate Nation.
All right, Chan, man, and Hall of Fame weekend as well. And awesome to have Dwayne Harris and Shane Carden, Justin Hardy, part of our programming this week at Pirate Radio. Really cool event Thursday night with Justin Hardy, as he was awesome with the fans, awesome with us, and just adds a little more flavor to the weekend.
Absolutely, and I actually was talking to Justin the other night. I told him, I said, Justin, this is pretty cool for me personally because, you know, I've seen a lot of East Carolina Hall of Fame inductions over my years, but this is probably the first time that I get to see three guys who I watched their whole career at East Carolina. And, my childhood consists of Shane Carden and Justin Hardy and Dwayne Harris. So, and, of course, Terry Holland being the athletic director here for many years and doing a great job. So, it's really cool, and it's really cool to be experiencing that with my dad today and all his college buddies. So, looking forward to that Hall of Fame induction. In fact, we actually have a Hall of Famer right now. We got Tony Collins sitting next to me. So we'll get an update. We saw him the other night, Thursday. So we'll get a Tony Collins. We'll see if we got a guarantee from Tony Collins. Hold on just a second. All right, Tony, we're right here at the Pirate Tailgate Zone. What's your prediction today? Do we have a guarantee from Tony Collins?
Absolutely, it's a guarantee. We should. My guarantee is not that we're just going to win, but we're going to win by at least 25. That's it.
All right, we're going to win by 25. So he's got Charlotte covering the 28.5, but he's got the Pirates winning.
Alt line 24.5. Tony Collins guarantee. All right, Chan, man, we'll check in with you a little later on in the show.
All right, sounds good. Talk to y'all later.
There is Chandler Honeycutt joining us.
What
on
a
the
great guy.
Turner Home Team Live line. Which one, Tony or Chandler, or both?
Both.
Yep. I got a great Tony Collins hug the other night.
I've actually never met Tony Collins.
Oh, man, you'd love him.
I might have to stop by the Pirate Radio tailgate.
He loves football, and he loves to laugh.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody you'd get along with, right?
Sounds like my best friend. So,
during that interview, West Virginia fumbled.
Yeah. This team sucks.
It's
I love them, but they're trash.
They completed a 4-yard pass on 2nd and 10, and Hart put out all the celebrations. That's how bad it is.
I did the triangle ISO. I did the.
He did a first down on a.
I did a first down celly on a 3rd and 6 on with a 3-yard completion. But you know what?
That's where West Virginia is right now.
Moving the ball.
A 3 and 6 on the year. So 3 and 6. We got a block punt, and we got a safety. Hey, a little 2-0 lead. I love a 2-0 score. But West Virginia so far this year has beat, what'd you say, Alex? FCS opponent?
I said they have 3 wins. They beat an FCS opponent and 2 top 25 teams.
So
makes no sense.
If you're a bad FBS team, you'll probably beat West Virginia. But if you're ranked,
watch out.
But that was exciting. We got a block punt, and the Mountaineers take a 2-0 lead over Colorado. And
you guys got the luck in.
Oh, he tried to get that football, but could not quite get there.
He's going to think about that play for the rest of his life.
Shirley, I think Nadeau's calling us, but let's go and take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll go the rest of the hour with A-Harp and with more here on the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate, hour number 2. More to go when we return. We're going to enjoy some 5th Street hardware during the break. Philly sliders, chicken wings, and chips. All available for us thanks to 5th Street Hardware. Great place to go if you are in town this homecoming weekend. Back with you with more after this.
Sam Jones Barbecue is throwing a Smokehouse Showdown November 16th. We're shutting down the restaurant to celebrate 10 years in business while giving back to the community. Our Smokehouse staff is split up into 4 teams and will be competing in a wing, rib, and side competition. Buy your ticket today to get in on the tasting and help us raise money for Make-A-Wish Eastern NC. We'll have live music, free barbecue, free chili water, Pitt Street beer, and Pepsi products, all included in your ticket. Every cent we raise will go to Make-A-Wish Eastern NC. Find out more information at samjonesbarbecue.com.
Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see us at Integrity Home Mortgage at our new location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
In a world full of uncertainty, there's one team you can count on: the North Carolina Protection Group. Their licensed specialists bring unmatched training, integrity, and over a century of combined experience in personal protection. From executives and celebrities to families and vital assets, we provide world-class security, 24-hour video monitoring, and on-site guards. Anywhere, anytime. Don't wait. Call the North Carolina Protection Group today at 919-886-6274.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Here it is. Cooler weather is creeping in, football is in the air, and if climbing up and down stadium steps is a chore for you and your knees or your hips hurt with every step, there may be relief right around the corner. QC Kinetics are medical professionals that use advanced PRP and stem cell protocols that have helped tens of thousands of people with their joint pain. The stem cells come from your own body to revitalize and regenerate your joints. If you've been told you need surgery, you owe it to yourself to get a second opinion. Call QC Kinetics now to get started. 252-765-PAIN.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Wings Over Greenville is getting in the fall mood with their new pumpkin spice flavor. Pumpkin spice on chicken? Believe it! Their new pumpkin spice wings and tenders mix sweet, warm fall flavors with crispy, savory chicken. First-time app user? Get free boneless wings just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
This is Coach Blake Carroll for East Carolina football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now back to the show.
Welcome back. The NFL's #1 insider, Jay Glazer, is coming to Greenville for the 2026 Leadership Luncheon March 22nd and 23rd. Jay was inducted into the TV Hall of Fame in 2018 for his work on Fox Sports' award-winning NFL pregame show, Fox NFL Sunday. And in January of 2022, Glazer released the book Unbreakable, How I Turned My Depression and Anxiety into Motivation, and you can too. With his book and his voice, Jay has become...
Following what's going on around the country. I just saw a Texas Tech touchdown on my computer, and now we're going to see it on TV, but there is a flag, as that was a beautiful pass to the right corner of the end zone. We'll see what the flag is. They're still showing fans cheering, and yes, that is a Red Raiders touchdown. The West Virginia Mountaineers got a safety on a blocked punt, and they are now inside the 10-yard line.
Probably won't score.
Hey, a 5-0 score would be cool.
That would.
I like weird scores, so let's do that. Mississippi State leads Georgia 7-3, but that could change quickly because Georgia has its second and goal. Touchdown. We got an update. Nick with an update.
So in that game, Georgia got down to like the 3, and they're reviewing a fumble in Mississippi State recovery.
Let's go, Dogs. Indiana is scoreless with Penn State in the first quarter. Let me check that basketball score real quick because you have a top 15 matchup going on in hoops right now, and Alabama has a 33-29 lead over the Johnnies in the first half. ECU and Richmond playing later today. Okay, so you said that in the chat, and Jarrett even pointed it out, and I said, I don't get it.
You never seen Coach Carter?
You know what?
Rich man. Rich what?
So
Nobody got that reference?
No, I have not seen Coach Carter.
What? Yeah, you got homework now.
I was too old for Coach Carter.
What?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
You reach a certain age where you don't watch sports movies like that anymore. Like bench warmers.
Dude, I watched Coach Carter last week. Last week I watched Coach Carter. That movie is an all-timer.
Rich what? Samuel L., right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll watch it for him.
All right. Yeah, he's great in that movie.
All right. We've got an extra point coming up. Texas Tech about to take a 10-0 lead over BYU. What's your let's go Mount Rushmore of sports movies, Alex Harper?
Okay.
Just your opinion.
Yeah.
Just yours.
So definitely remember the Titans for sure.
Left
Coach
side.
Carter's up there. I really like Miracle. What happened? Oh, sorry.
I'm just watching TV.
Sorry. Miracle. I'm going to go Happy Gilmore.
Oh, wow. That's a good pull there at the end. I would go Major League, Remember the Titans. Man, Happy Gilmore.
The original Bad News Bears does get an honorable mention from me. That movie's pretty good.
Okay. Let's see. Any basketball movies? Hoosiers. Did you watch Hoosiers?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's more egregious than me not seeing Coach Carter. We got a touchdown, Harp? Yes, we do.
Let's go.
West by God, Virginia, taking a 8-0 lead over Colorado.
Mountaineer football just don't suck. That's the goal every week.
Rich Rod trying to turn things around there in Morgantown. Hey, they got fans are there. People are excited.
Dude, the people of the state care.
You put out a pretty fun scenario too.
Yeah. So just imagine it won't happen, but if they beat Colorado today, they play Arizona State next week. If they win that game on Senior Day, at a 5-6 record, we'll play top 10 Texas Tech,
who will
win
be
and go to a
top
bowl game.
5 by then.
Yeah, win, all-time upset, and go to a bowl game in Rich Rod's first year.
And then you beat Texas Tech to maybe end their playoff.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
They're gonna come in and beat us by 50, but
I think they might overturn this. Let's see.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the one.
He's gonna be right outside the goal line, I believe. But knocking on the doorstep. Knocking on the doorstep there. All right, Pirates and Charlotte. Let's do a quick look at the American. And again, not a great day as far as scoreboard watching goes, because you had the other night South Florida winning, last night Tulane winning, and then no other one-loss teams other than ECU are playing today. You've got Army taking on Temple right now. That game is scoreless in the second quarter with Army driving. UAB at Rice at 2 o'clock. Charlotte ECU and Tulsa FAU at 3 o'clock. And then tonight, Navy at Notre Dame. So not a ton of big move things happening on the standing sheet today, Alex.
So it boils down to we need to win out, and either North Texas or Tulane need to lose again. Or can we win out?
You got South Florida, too.
So one of them, so that means we need two of them to lose, right?
I thought we needed, going into this, the teams with the best odds, I think, were South Florida and North Texas. And now Tulane kind of throws themselves into it as well after the win last night over Memphis. But I do know Tulane has some more tough ones coming up. In fact, they play South Florida, so there will be a 2-loss team.
Yeah, okay, so that works out for us.
But North Texas has an easy path the rest of the way. Tulane left on their docket is FAU, Temple, Charlotte. So they've got a pretty easy schedule there. Navy is the team playing South Florida next week. So
Navy's got one loss.
Correct.
Yes. Good God. This conference is fun.
Yeah.
Frustrating to be a fan of.
And fun that, we're in the mix right now.
But I will say this. Isn't it great that it is November 8th, 2025, and we are playing meaningful football games in Dowdy-Ficklin in the month of November?
It's awesome.
That's awesome, dude.
That's all I want. That's all I ever wanted.
I used to pray for times like this.
Jamie on YouTube says Heisman Mendoza. Did they just do something? They did 7-0 Indiana over Penn State.
Zach.
I like that y'all have like childhood teams you root for along with East Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I never cared about West Virginia while I was playing, but West Virginia was the school. Like, my granddad had season tickets. Seeing games in Milan Pushkar Stadium like made me love college football, and vice versa made me love ECU because that's where I lived. So I'm not going to
want to go there.
I mean, I sent film and went to their camp.
Who was the head coach?
Dana Holgerson.
Oh dear.
By the way,
you don't want to play with that.
By the way, never was at the camp. Just didn't show up. Wasn't there
to his own.
So that
football.
probably should have told me everything I needed to know.
Yeah.
You know who was at the ECU camp when I went my senior year? Scotty Moe.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. He showed up at the beginning of the camp, left, the camp happened, and he came back at the end and gave literally a 2-minute speech like, thank y'all for being here. Hope you love ECU. Want you to come back for a game and go Pirates, and threw up the hook and walked out. Like, didn't talk to anybody, didn't take pictures, nothing.
So who was running the camp as far as coaches and stuff?
Kirk Dahl, if anyone remembers that.
Yep.
Great guy.
Absolutely.
I love talking to Coach Dahl.
Fifth quarter listener.
Is he really?
He texted Holden during the show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, shout out to Kirk Dahl if he's listening to this. He's a great guy. He probably doesn't remember me, but he's a great coach, and love being recruited by him for a solid 2 minutes.
I think you and Chandler Honeycutt were recruited, quote unquote, by Kirk Dahl. So he's got an eye for talent.
Did Chandler ever come on a recruiting visit here?
Yes, because he told the story about like eating, and all the big time recruits were like together at tables, and it was just him, his dad, and he might have said Kirk Dahl. Him, his dad, and the coach were at a table. Or Harold Robinson, actually, I think, was at the table. So he came on some kind of visit, like an unofficial visit or something.
Yeah, dude. Unofficial visits are awesome because you're literally just going to a game for free.
Did you get to go like on the sideline? Mm-hmm. It looks cool too. Like you look like a big deal.
So you feel like a big deal. I got a picture that it comes up on my memories every now and then. I'm gonna try to find it, but it is from one of my recruiting visits I took to ECU, and we played Old Dominion. I think we beat them on a game-winning field goal, and I was on the sidelines pregame, and I took a picture of the guys warming up. And I think I got a picture of Holton Ahlers and Blake Prohl standing next to each other. And it was the game, I can't remember what the name of it was, but that hurricane came through. So we wore like the quote-unquote the one Carolina decal where it was North and South Carolina put together.
I forgot about that.
Fun memories at unofficial visits. They're hilarious.
Brandon says, win today. I would think we could easily get 45,000 for Saturday for Memphis next Saturday. It's never easy. Holton Ahlers put a call out to the fans today. Bruce Willis said, "Is that Alex Harper?" Who that?
Sure is.
Yeah.
What's up, Bruce? Like the Bruce Willis? Like the actor?
Maybe.
Dude, The Pacifier is a good movie.
So when you think Bruce Willis, The Pacifier, is that?
I don't know why. Oh wait, no, that was Vin Diesel, I think.
Okay, yeah, he's enough.
That was Vin Diesel.
Hey, it was Vin Diesel. Okay, my bad, Bruce Willis.
Oh, as someone who grew up watching Bruce Willis, to have him confused with Vin Diesel is a problem for me.
I really like Bruce Willis in Independence Day. Oh wait, that's Will Smith. My bad. I get them confused. There you go.
Holton Ahlers and Blake Prohl.
Totally forgot about that decal.
I hate that. I hate South Carolina, dude.
Really?
That state sucks.
Ooh,
no, it doesn't
Rajay
suck.
ain't gonna like that.
Oh, Rajay's from South Carolina? No, that's great.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
South Carolina. Why you hate South Carolina?
Because they want to be North Carolina so bad.
Dude.
And I hate that our pro sports teams, like, include them. Like, that is
I feel like the
literally
Hurricanes. Well, they do.
No, the Hurricanes
Carolina.
are like, they got the North Carolina state flag on their sweater.
Right, but they are the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
not
the
North
Carolina
Carolina.
Panthers.
Now, they do embrace because they're in Charlotte, which is close to South Carolina.
Yeah, I don't care.
I hear
you play in North Carolina, dude. Don't include them.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying the Panthers embrace South Carolina more than the Hurricanes, I feel like.
Yes, a whole lot more. I don't think the Hurricanes even acknowledge that state.
I got to be honest with you. I like the palmetto tree and the logo and the.
Yeah, that is a cool state flag.
I think that is cool.
I'll give it to them.
All right.
They got a top 10 state flag.
What are the other 9? Maryland.
Yes, Maryland's one.
Is Arizona's cool? Don't they put I remember the Cardinals.
Alaska's is sweet. Cause it's like blue. Yeah, that's a good
Arizona's
Arizona's is good. I think it's Alaska. It's a solid blue flag with the gold stars on it. Yeah,
the Big Dipper.
Big Dipper.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one.
Little state flag talk.
Florida's also not bad.
Go Gator.
Go Gator.
All right. Texas Tech up 10-0. BYU with the ball. And they have not really tried to throw much today. It's been mostly ground and pound for BYU. West Virginia pitching a shutout, up 9-0 right now in the second quarter, trying to get off the field on third down. And Colorado hits a big play to get into West Virginia territory.
We only down 9, man. You guys got to lock in.
Bruce said the real Bruce Willis lost his mind because he had a witch as his Alzheimer's nurse, and his soul entered this username account. So that's what we're doing today. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I like getting weird. I don't feel like Homecoming Hall of Fame weekend is the time to get weird. This feels like a Scotty Moe, Mike Houston, we're 3-8 day kind of show.
Oh, yeah. We're here to have a good time, though, man. It's a great day.
Glitch said the Giants and the Jets somehow played New York, even though they play in New Jersey.
Yeah, I hate that, too. I don't like when teams are called something that they're not.
Okay, well, like the Washington Commanders, which is a stupid name, they play in Maryland.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I think they're, and they do...
The Dallas Cowboys
I think they
do not play in Dallas.
Training in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. Where do they play?
Arlington.
All right. Stupid stuff.
Yeah, don't like it.
Bruce Willis broke his ankle. He's on meds. Please block me. I do like that he knows he can't control himself, so it's on us to block him.
No, I don't want to.
I appreciate I'm not blocking him. I would need more.
Okay, good.
Georgia. What happened with Georgia? Did they not? It looks like they're winning and have the ball, or did they just score a touchdown?
Mississippi State was doing a halfway decent drive, and quarterback fumbled. Georgia hit a big play and ran it in, so they're up 10-7.
All right, 10-7. Bulldogs lead over the Bulldogs. Penn State has the ball at midfield, but they trail Indiana 7-0. And BYU has it in Texas Tech territory, 4th and 4. We'll see if they go for it or not at the 33-yard line. Coach Prime. How's Coach Prime doing health-wise? I guess he's all right.
Hey, man, I'm not. I've had better days, but I'm Prime. So
I'm not Bruce Willis.
I only got 3 left toes, man. But I still run a 4-second 40-yard dash. Laser.
You do a good Prime. I like a weird down and distance. It's going to be like 3rd and 31 for West Virginia. That's going to be fun. All right, 4th down. Big play here. Oh, they're kicking. It's a 50-yarder. A 51-yarder. No way. No chance.
Oh, hooked it.
Yeah, I mean, 51. Come on. College.
Thank God I didn't.
It was 3rd and 40. That is epic right there.
3rd and 40.
Yeah. Colorado runs the draw, and they'll punt it away. All right, Harp, you heading to the game?
I'll stay for what you got coming up after this?
I don't know.
You don't got an interview next?
Yeah, Danny and Trey. We'll check in with J-Bone.
I'll stay another segment.
All right, stick around.
Yeah.
Watch some West Virginia football.
Yeah, and then I'll probably head to the Pirate Radio tailgate.
Awesome stuff. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 3 of the Bud Light pregame tailgate is on deck. We got to get our Papa John's Pirate preview, and we'll do that next hour as well. Also, see if we can track down Holt Naylors, Brian North, and Greg Hudson before we get out of here on a Saturday. We will check in with Danny Beal, Treya Savage, J Bone, and A Harps here. Back with you after this.
Fall is hands down the best time to be at Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville. We've got live music, trivia, singo, karaoke, and more to keep your nights lively. Plus, game days are back and better than ever with home and away tailgate parties as we cheer on the Pirates all season long. Make NFL Sunday your new Sunday fun day with brunch at 10 a.m., games all day, and doors open until 9. We're extending our hours on Fridays and Saturdays, now open until 11 with live music from 8 to 11, including monthly full band shows. Stay connected on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Fish Street Hardware and come see what all the buzz is about this fall at Hardware.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
And it's first and goal for the Johnsons. They're looking to score their dream home. They hand it off to ENC Pirate Realty, Alan Tate, and boom! Touchdown! That's a home sold in record time.
It's a great thing they handed it to ENC Pirate Realty. The last drive, they tried to sell their own home and fumbled.
Whether you're buying, selling, or just scouting the field, the winning play is ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate. Visit ENCPirateRealty.com today, where we bring championship service to every yard. At ENC Pirate Realty Alan Tate, they close the deal or someone walks the plank.
Go Pirates!
Now is the time to plan your end-of-year celebrations. The Beaufort Hotel offers a festive and elegant setting to make your holiday party unforgettable. It's the perfect coastal location for gathering colleagues, friends, or family. The Beaufort Hotel is now accepting private event reservations for December. For everything from cozy dinners to spirited receptions, the Beaufort Hotel catering team can help you create a memorable event filled with seasonal flavors, coastal charm, and impeccable service. And save you time to celebrate, too. Make it a real holiday party, then spend the night safe and sound in the luxury of the Beaufort Hotel. Turn your holiday party into a true getaway. Ask about reserving a group block of rooms for your guests. It's a celebration made easy, all under one roof. Call the Beaufort Hotel at 252-728-3000. That's 252-728-3000. And make your holiday event this year memorable at the Beaufort Hotel.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
Want to make your day better? You can now order 2 large original crust, 1-topping pizzas from Papa John's for only $9.99 each. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99 each. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now, back to the show. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, in the second quarter, it is Texas Tech leading BYU 10-0. West Virginia leads Colorado 9-0 in the second quarter. Penn State has put a touchdown on the board, so Indiana and Penn State are knotted at 7 apiece in the second quarter. James Madison leading Marshall 14-6 in the second. SMU has a 10-0 lead over Boston College. It is Army 7, Temple 0, and Georgia leads Mississippi State by a score of 10-7 in the second quarter. And you can check out the Buck on social media for their up-to-date schedules, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. Hour 3 of the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate as we are rolling along here on a Saturday. All right, let's go out to the Turner Home Team live line. We got Danny Beal standing by with some former Pirates. And DB, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Clip?
Hey, beautiful day for football, beautiful day for homecoming, and to have some old buddies and teammates back in town. So who are you standing by with?
I am with Big Trey, the guy that lost the World Series, and we have Dixon as well.
What an intro.
You're wrong for that.
Yeah. No, somebody's got to humble him. He's been getting love from all of Pirate Nation this weekend so far, so somebody's got to keep him in check.
100%. Well, let's hear from Trey Savage and find out what the hell it was like to be the talk of the baseball world.
It was really cool, but I'm just glad to be back in Pirateville.
No doubt. Hey, Trey, it's so cool, man. Talked to Zach Agnos, Carter Spivey, Josh Moylan, just a ton of Pirate. Carter Cunningham, Dixon Williams, and just to have you guys welcome back at all times. I always say it just shows the culture, the program, the family atmosphere that Cliff Godwin has built there.
Yeah, absolutely. This place will always be part of home for me. So everything Cliff and the rest of the coaches have done to keep us around and bring us back is unbelievable.
Trey, one thing I appreciate about you being a sports fan is Danny said that, like, after, I don't know, maybe your first MLB start, your first text to the group chat was, hey, how'd the Eagles do? Like, I guess it kind of just shows you're grounded, and there is still more to life and even your sports life than you going out there throwing a baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the day's over when 9 innings are finished, so after that, I'm just a regular guy.
Awesome stuff. Well, Trey, man, it was so cool to watch you. And I asked Danny, like, is it good that Trey had his first MLB appearance, like, in a minor league stadium, so he didn't have to get nervous or anything? And Danny was like, maybe, but I don't think he's going to get nervous about any situation. So were you really as cool as you appeared to be, Trey, in those huge moments in the postseason?
I'd like to think so. Yeah, I know. Danny can see it better from the public eye, but yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, awesome stuff. I mean, I would have been starstruck getting questions from David Ortiz and Pedro Martinez and Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez. Like, when Derek Jeter's like, "Hey Trey, this is Derek." Like, yeah, that's freaking Derek Jeter talk. I mean, well, was that cool, or are you just like, yeah, I'm just talking to some guys, some regular dudes?
No, that was really cool. I couldn't help but smile when they were introducing themselves. Like, yeah, I already know you guys.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that was awesome.
Highlight of my year is watching him and Big Poppy sing "Oh Canada." That was awesome.
That was a moment. That was a moment for sure. All right, well, Trey, hope you enjoy some awesome football, some awesome tailgating, and get to hang out with some buddies today. Should be fun for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pirates by 40.
All right,
Yes, sir.
You savage taking the Pirates today. Danny, anybody else out there?
Yeah, we got Dixon right here too. If you want to, he also says Pirates by 40. In case you were wondering.
All right, they're loving the Pirates today. Dixon, part of the Braves organization, just hired Walt Weiss as the big league manager. Dixon, we talked to you a couple weeks ago. Again, you've been here most of your life, your entire life. But again, what's it like to see Trey and all the former Pirates back in town?
Yeah, it's a special moment for sure to see all these guys back in town and just what this city means to them, because it means a lot to me. So it's really cool to see them back.
I think you have college eligibility left, right, Dixon? Not baseball since you're a pro, but if Blake Harrell needed you today, what position would you play for the Pirates?
I don't know about football. I was always scared to tackle people, so I would go wide receiver outside. But if I was to come back for any college years, I'd definitely take up golf.
J.R. Smith did that. Why not you?
Exactly.
Well, Alex Harper's to my left. He was a long snapper. Nobody was allowed to touch him. Maybe you
yeah, I
could do that.
never got hit, Dixon. You could learn to snap a ball probably very quickly and step on the field for us soon.
No, that seems pretty fun. I'd probably be more in the trick plays. Snap it, dish it off to me.
Yeah, they never let me run trick plays. They said I wasn't fast enough or athletic enough.
Yeah,
so.
Dixon's an athlete. I'll give him that. All right, so you got Pirates in a route today, Dixon?
Yeah, I think we got the spread at 28.5. I'm taking the Pirates today at 42-31. I think the Pirates are going to win it. I don't think they're going to cover the.
Wow.
Oh wow! So you like the over today? It sounds like a lot of points.
Yeah, I like the shootout. I think Charlotte's going to keep it close just because of what this game means to them a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, Pirates are still going to take it down.
All right, I like the insight. Thank you, Dixon. Good to hear from you, buddy. Danny Beal coordinating everything. Danny, can you just get more people for us to interview out there? Just random Joes.
I could get a couple. Who do you have in mind? I mean, there's Josh Moylan just pulled up. We got Carter Cunningham. It's actually Carter's birthday was a couple days ago, the day after mine.
Nice.
I love how you said, "Could you find us some randoms?" And he goes, "Yeah, I can get Josh Moylan."
Well, Danny's already crapped on Trey Savage. You know he didn't mind crapping on Moylan.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Somebody, like I said earlier, somebody's got to keep Trey grounded. Everybody.
Yeah.
We went out to dinner last night, and he's just getting so much love, man. It's awesome to see the way the Pirate Nation is reacting to him and the success that he's having, and it's cool to see. And he's going to get so much more love today. Like I said, he'll be doing the purple gold chant at the football game pregame today, and he's going to get nice recognition from the fans. So it's awesome to see from his perspective for sure.
DB, do you have a winner for us today outside of ECU Charlotte?
Washington. I like Washington. If you want to, you can get them at 10.5. If you want to buy them down at 9.5, I like that better. But I don't think Wisconsin's a good football team. And not to mention the fact their AD just came out and said they're bringing back Fickle for another year, which is a great mistake. So I think Washington rolls today, Madison.
All right, DB, have fun out there, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys. Go Pirates.
All right, there's Danny Beal. Appreciate him facilitating that. Cool to talk to. The talk of the baseball world, Trey Savage, joining us. He is in town for some Pirate football and homecoming weekend. We go out to the Turner Home Team Live Line once again and talk to Jeff Nadeau, who joins us on the program. What's up, Nadeau?
How are you, Clip?
Hey, doing great, man. Just talked to Blue Jays hero Trey Savage, who was potentially close to being World Series MVP if they could have got the win, but unfortunately they lose in the World Series. And we were talking about some past Pirates with you earlier this week, Jeff. Justin Hardy, Shane Carden, and Dwayne Harris. And just to reiterate, you said those were some fun times betting on ECU during the Carden Hardy days.
Yeah, I remember them well. I remember a game in particular. I think it was against South Florida. It was maybe a Thursday night game. I made a lot of money betting on those teams. And look, for what it's worth, I mean, I made a lot of money on Holton Ahlers as well. I told him that after his career. I've always, as you know, Clip, I've had a good history with ECU. This was even before I spoke to you. It's been a while since I've talked to you. But I will address the individual that was just on before me. I got to give him some advice. I've been gambling since I was 8 years old. I'm in my mid-30s. I was gambling as a child. You should never buy points. It is a waste of money.
All right, never buy points. There is a pro tip.
I feel so much better about myself because I'll only bet money line because I'm scared. I don't like dealing with the numbers and the lines and stuff. I don't even know what that means half the time. So that's great advice, Jeff. Thank you.
Danny Beal was on the phone. Alex Harper, former ECU long snapper, joining us. Nate, do you break down everything? How much do you look at long snappers when it comes to gambling on football games?
Well, I think they're a lot of the time unsung heroes. There's nothing worse than a missed extra point. It just makes you feel like crap. And you have a game, you're laying 6.5, they miss an extra point. It seems like it throws off everything because then you're fighting for 2-point conversion. You're missing points. No, a long snapper is. There was a couple of great ones we had in Philadelphia for years. John Dorenbos is a good one. Rick Lovato. No, I mean, I will tell you too. If I'm a football player, I want to be a long snapper. You make a nice living. You really don't have to deal much. Good for you. That's an unsung hero. They don't really figure much in a lot of the time, but you don't think about them either, and they just kind of do their thing.
Also, Nadu, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Rick Lovato was also on America's Got Talent as a magician.
That was Dorenbos.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a big magic guy. Yeah.
You long snappers are weird, man.
I mean, we don't do anything at practice. We got to do something to fill the time. So, I think
he was doing magic tricks.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All right, Nadu, what action you looking at for this busy college football Saturday?
Well, I do want to kind of hone in on East Carolina, who, I can't say, look, Cliff, you know me, I've not had some real luck with them this year.
Yeah.
Whenever I back them, they can't score in the red zone or whatever. But, I mean, you really look at this spot, it seems like a terrific spot for them. My only hope is, and from what I talked to you this morning, or not this morning, this week, you told me that it seems like everybody on this football team has this game circled, the homecoming spot. This is arguably one of the worst teams in the country coming in. The goal is leave no doubt. The only concern would obviously be a big look-ahead game next week at home against Memphis. But, does that have as much shine on it after last night? You obviously have, I think, a better chance to win that game. But I had this game 51-13 today. I think ECU could shut out them, too. Wouldn't surprise me. Charlotte's bad. They're horrific defensively. And with this game circled, you have to figure and feel like they're going to leave no doubt if they can. I laid it. I actually did a little something different, though. 29 is a dead number in college football. I actually played an alternate line, a 34.5 in this one. Got a nice plus 145 price. I think East Carolina win big here.
At first glance, I'm like, all right, that's too many points. I'm going to take Charlotte. But then I asked myself, how many points is Charlotte going to score? Do they score 7? Do they score, if they do 13? I don't see them scoring many more than that. So then it's like, all right, how much can the Pirates put up? So I kind of like Nadu's score there. And I told you Thursday, and I'll let Alex reiterate this, they have been looking to this game. Not, it seems like a classic look-ahead spot. But, Alex, you still got friends on the team. There is literally like a countdown to Charlotte clock that's been up, right?
Yeah, Nadu. So I played for 3 years at ECU. This past season was my last year. I went 0-2 against Charlotte. I've said on this program before, Biff Poggi is my daddy. Never beat him. And I went back to the facility in the summertime and saw that they put up 2 clocks. One clock was the countdown to the next game, which at that time was state, and the second clock was the countdown to this game. So this game has been circled by this coaching staff and these players for a long time, so I think they're going to be ready to play. I actually like your line as well.
That's some great stuff there. I will say too. I mean, Charlotte is not just a team that they occasionally give up 40 or more. I mean, this team has gotten destroyed defensively in several games where they're giving up 50 or more. They've given up 8 plays this year of 40 yards or more through the air. That's a dreadful pass defense. I would have to figure. Look, I know there's not props out there probably for this, but I think Kate Nauser could have a big day. If they have the foot on the gas here, they may have a big day for him.
All right, Nadu, anything else in the afternoon or night slate that's got your eye?
Yeah, I'll throw one out to my friends in Greenville. I played over 65.5 Air Force San Jose. This Air Force team has been one of the best offenses in America you don't know about. Last couple of games, the offense has taken a back seat because they played slow, plodding teams like Army. The truth of the matter is, when they play anybody with a pulse on offense through the air, they're going to give up 35 points. This San Jose team, a weird team because they're led by Ken Niumatalolo. That said, they throw the ball more than anybody in America. Their quarterback wants to throw the ball 50 times a game. This could be the highest scoring game on the board. Two big play offenses, two horrific defenses. Clip, you look at San Jose pass defense, they're allowing 311 yards a game. That's 11 yards worse than anybody else. These are two of the worst pass defenses in America. You have one really good pass offense and an offense in Air Force that can't be stopped. I think this is a fun back and forth. This could be first to 40 wins.
All right, Nadeau, we're going to enjoy this college football Saturday, and then during the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show, we'll be taking calls and watching ECU basketball as they take on Richmond. I think the Spiders, last I looked, around a 5.5-point favorite against ECU. We talked about it. Chris Mooney, a really good coach. Kind of a sign of the times with the portal and everything. They have gone good year, bad year, good year, bad year. So they're kind of due for a good year. We'll see. But how about ECU Richmond? Any take on the Spiders and how they're going to be in the A-10 this year?
Yeah, I don't quite understand this one. I feel like we're still lining Richmond like this is 4 years ago. I don't know if this group should be a 5-point favorite. ECU is tough. I mean, they showed me a lot offensively in the last game. I mean, I didn't know that they could win games like that where they have to score 90 points a game. I think defensively they're very good. I'm not a big Richmond guy. I don't think this is one of their better teams. And they've had some good teams over the last couple of years. They had a kid, Grant Golden, there for years. They went to the NCAA tournament. But this isn't a particularly strong Richmond team. I actually took a little ECU today. I played.
Wow.
It's down to 5.5. So I've even seen some 4.5s popping up out there. So I think this is a close game. If anything, this could be a nice kind of quality win, I guess you could say. I mean, Richmond, I think, is a top 120, 130 team. So this could be a nice win to start the season against a kind of regional opponent.
Yeah. Look, it is November 8th. That we might not even remember this by March, but Alabama 53 points in the first half, 53-44 over St. John's. I mean, do you take anything away from these early games, Jeff, or do you need to see kind of more before you make statements about, hey, this is what St. John's is, this is what Alabama is?
Yeah, I didn't understand this number either. I actually played Alabama +5 in this game. I had heard that they were getting Wrightsell back. Thank God, the guy never plays. I take a lot away, especially going on the road to MSG and putting up a big number against what we would think is a quality defense. If Alabama can find a way to win this game, that's impressive. I had UNC last night. I really liked that side. I thought the second half was terrific. I'm a big fan of Caleb Wilson. As far as Alabama, though, I take a lot of stock into it. St. John's is a very high-quality team. If they can go in and win this game and put up 95, that's impressive. So, yeah, I mean, 1 half down, 1 to go.
All right, Jeff Nadeau joining us. Appreciate it, Nadeau. Anything real quick? Anything in the NFL? I know you pick and choose, maybe one or two on a Sunday. Anything that stands out to you for tomorrow?
The Commanders, actually. Your team. I don't know. I think the Lions are just, I don't know, on the road a little overvalued. I don't like their defense, if I'm being honest. I feel like the Commanders are just kind of, people have lost the plot with this team. They don't really know what to think of them. They've been blown out the last, 3 games. The market's really low in this group. I'm willing to buy in getting over a touchdown. I mean, this number's going down. It should not be going down. It should be going up. It signifies to me that sharp money's all over the Commanders. If I'm getting over a touchdown, I'll back them here. I don't think fully healthy, and I know they're not, and I don't think the Commanders are this bad. I think this number should be like 6.5. So I'll take 8.5 with Washington.
Oh, man, this is either going to be really good or really bad. Nadeau's got ECU football, basketball, and the Commanders. I'm going to be getting some angry-ass texts from Nadeau, I feel like, at some point this weekend. Either that or some, go Pirates. But, man.
I think we're going to be just fine. I think we're going to get a double win today for the Pirates. I think they're going to beat Richmond in basketball.
Wow.
But I think in football, as your long snapper pal says, this game has been circled. Let's go ahead and put up a 50 burger, baby. 52-13.
Let's do it.
All
Why
right.
not?
52-13. They do. Enjoyed it, man. Have a good college football, college hoops Saturday, and we'll talk to you again soon, man.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right, they do, man.
I want that on a T-shirt.
I know how
Clip
this goes.
Brock's long snapper pal.
I mean, look at some of these just from weeks past. Thursday, October 16th. I hate ECU. Team never does what I need him to do. ECU is so bad on fourth down. Oh, man. Is there any more? ECU might be the worst fourth down team I've ever seen.
And he's been betting since he was 8 years old, he tells us. So that means something. To be the worst he's ever seen at anything is kind of an accomplishment.
Overall, he has been really good on ECU. He was awesome out of the gate when we talked to him years ago. But I feel like I've seen more angry texts from him about ECU than I have. Boom. Let's go, Pirates.
By the way, I was disappointed to not see Nadeau at the Internet Invitational Golf Tournament that dropped on YouTube with Barstool.
I don't know if he's a golfer.
I don't think.
Per se.
I don't know.
Did you watch that?
I'm in the process. There's 2 episodes, and both of them are like 4 hours long.
I don't like golf enough, I don't think. And I don't know any of the other personalities.
I do. I like golf too much.
Is that what you've got into now that you've retired from
Yeah,
football?
absolutely. I play as much as I can. Actually, a few months ago, I went and played golf. I locked my keys in my car and was just stuck outside of my car at one of the courses in Greenville. And Dixon Williams pulled up. I was like, "What's up, Dixon?" He's like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" I was like, "I locked my keys in my car." He's like, "All right, man, I'll see you later."
Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Alex says about wreck my car listening to Jeff talk about ECU basketball. He likes the Pirates today. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was ready to take Richmond, and I still might do it. But man, they do says Pirates. Jamie says watching intently, and by that he means the camera froze. Thank you, Nick, for helping us out with that.
Appreciate that, big dog.
All right, Hart.
Yep, I'm headed to Dowdy Ficklin, man.
Enjoy yourself.
If you're listening to this and you don't have a ticket, just come anyway.
Can you do some kind of sign while you're on the field for us? Maybe touch the ear, spin the mustache.
I did just trim it, so it's not that long.
If you could do a mustache twirl or a chin grab or something just to signify your friends at Pirate Radio.
I'll do a hat tip. Tip of the cap.
All right.
Everybody.
Appreciate that. All right, Harp. Enjoy the game, man. And we'll talk to you on Mondays. Pirate Radio Live. Bucks, big one against the Patriots.
I'm
tomorrow.
fired up.
Yeah.
Zach Kaplan, you better watch out, man. Everyone's too high on the Patriots right now. Everyone thinks Drake May is so great, and he is pretty good.
It's an MVP showdown, May and Mayfield.
Oh, yeah. It's shake and bake time.
All right.
Every single week.
We'll see you, A-Hart. We'll take a break, come back, and have more for you. Hour number 3 of the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate after this.
Go Pirates.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me."
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Altavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Altavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Altavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AltavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Altavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Caroline Cook, and if you need an experienced realtor from Eastern North Carolina that was born a pirate, then give me a call. I'm committed to helping you find your dream home, selling your property for the best possible price, and providing top-notch real estate services. I pride myself on local knowledge, professionalism, and commitment to exceeding your expectations. Explore my website, CarolineCookHomes.com, to learn more about the services I provide and the properties I have to offer. Start your real estate journey today by calling 341-1992. Go Pirates.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
The holidays are right around the corner, and there's no better gift than the gift of confidence. At Beauty Bar Medi Spa, we'll help you glow all season long. From Botox, dermal fillers, to facials and advanced laser treatments, our expert team delivers results that make you feel radiant, refreshed, and holiday party ready. And the best part, your journey begins with a free consultation, personalized just for you. Don't wait, the holidays are coming fast. Call Beauty Bar Medi Spa today or book online. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, because glowing skin is always in season. Go Pirates!
Terrain changes, seasons change, but Honda ATVs, they show up ready. The 2026 Four Tracks Rancher, Foreman, and Rubicon are back, just as reliable as ever, with available four-wheel drive, automatic DCT, and independent rear suspension on select models. There's a Honda built for how you ride. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville today, and count on a Honda to get it done. For your safety, read the owner's manual, and always wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda ATVs are for riders 16 years and older.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Keaton Mitchell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back, and taking a look at our Pirates and the Pros. We talked to Blue Jays pitcher Trey Savage and, of course, Dixon Williams just earlier in the show. Also, Alec Burleson, congratulations to him as he won the 2025 Silver Slugger Award as a utility player for the St. Louis Cardinals. And, of course, East Carolina right now participating in the Purple Gold World Series over at Clark LeClaire Stadium this weekend. They just finished Game 2.
Always one of the bigger weekends that we just look forward to throughout the season. Obviously, the ESPN deal has several games end up on Friday nights and end up on national stages in a lot of ways. But there's something that means even more when you have the local matchup that Charlotte and ECU present.
Yeah, and it's funny. I was thinking about it, just like this matchup on paper. This just seems like a meaningless game. 5-3, 1-7. The spread's 29.5. But I know both these teams have this matchup circled, just given the 2-year history of this matchup. So how do you think this game goes? Do you think like 29.5 points? Obviously, it seems like a blowout. But do you think Charlotte can stay in this one?
I do. I think Charlotte is a strong football team with that. You never know what you're going to get, especially since Grayson Loftus has been playing. And so I do see the Niners covering.
Yeah, and their last game, I guess, was 2 weeks ago against North Texas, and they were up 17-7. North Texas, obviously one of the top teams in this conference. What do you think they're looking to take from that game into this one?
Dude, I mean, like you said, we were in that one, then just put it on toward the end of that one, and so I think Charlotte really is going to look to continue to start fast, continue to get its offense moving as quickly as it can early in the game is going to be key, especially when you know that it could end up being somewhat lower scoring, defenses could shine a little bit more. It's going to be key to just getting out early.
Yeah, and the last two games from ECU, Tulsa, and Temple, we've seen them put up over 40 points, over 500 yards. They ran for over 300 yards against Temple in Philadelphia last weekend. How does Charlotte defense looks, and do you think they can stop the run? Do you think they can stop Caton Hauser offensively?
I think they can. This is a unit that is taking some stride, that has been strong, even though, I do see Charlotte's defense showing up a little bit better this week against East Carolina.
Yeah, and so you got Grayson Loftus at quarterback, and he's been pretty good since he started filling in. What's the run game looking like for Charlotte?
Feels like it'll be a lot of him, a little bit more of the backs, but honestly, I would guess a little bit more Loftus using his legs from what I've heard, what I've been seeing headed in to this week.
All right,
see a little bit more Loftus movement, yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny. Both teams are saying, like, we don't like them, they don't like us. Just how do you think it's a rivalry? Because Charlotte is not. It's a young program. ECU obviously has been around for quite a while, and I feel like both fan bases are hesitant to call it a rivalry just because I don't know. You don't really get a good feel of this matchup early on so far. What do you think?
I agree. I think that this is I agree with the fans who see the rivalry. I think that when you have a young program like Charlotte in a new conference, first off, it's not a football program that has a ton of history, here in University City. And so this is a program that since about 2014, when it had its first season and a member of the Conference USA, it's gotten up to the American. Having an in-state rival like ECU to play them at home, on the road, every single year, every other year at home, and it's just the geographic aspect of it and the conference part of it, and the fact that they could be even considered somewhat similar level schools in a pretty growing conference of the American. I think it truly is, even if not immediately, may not always seem like it. No, this Charlotte ECU is a rivalry.
All righty, and 4 games left on the schedule for Charlotte. East Carolina this weekend, obviously, and then UTSA, Georgia, and Tulane. What do you think happens those last 4 games? Do you think they get a win?
Yeah, Charlotte's not. These guys, I mean, with the way that how tough they are coached by Tim Alvin. This is a team that even if they're going to be in games, they're going to fight. And like we saw in that North Texas game, it's not like even when it ends up getting so lopsided, it still is that Charlotte has a lot of fight itself at some point in these games. And so I think looking ahead, I don't see Charlotte winless through the rest of the season.
Tim Alvin, I'm a big fan of Tim Alvin. I think he's a good coach. I watched him at Ohio for the years he was the head coach there, 3 straight 10-win seasons. Just what are the big differences you see from him other than Biff Poggi the last couple of seasons?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously energy from the guy on the sideline. Feels like it might be a little bit toned down, but no, Coach Alvin is fired up. Coach Alvin is a football guy, and he has these guys play hard. He hasn't played tough, and it feels like, yes, it's a different kind of culture, very different than, with Biff Poggi. And I think really looking toward bringing in players from all over, from, maybe from the South, just different guys who Biff Poggi was recruiting versus obviously Coach Alvin and, certain guys who had come with him, certain guys who had been looking to get to the American. You have all different reasons why people look to transfer into the American Conference, and especially to a school in a geographic location like Charlotte. And I think with Biff Poggi, it just felt a little bit more like this was a program that you want student athletes were looking at it in the transfer portal. This is a place where I can move to Charlotte, North Carolina, where I can then be set up with a lot of business opportunities beyond when I graduate and then set my life up in Charlotte. And I think maybe you had more guys who had roots kind of in this part of the Southeast. And I feel like now, and not that I'm saying these like specific numbers or anything, but it feels like now it's even more kind of, as we just move forward, a more kind of really national program where people might be coming to Charlotte to look to put roots down here in Charlotte. Very much still, people looking to come here at one of many stops in their careers. And so it feels like now maybe Coach Alvin hopefully will end up having an even wider net of recruits as this program looks to keep building and growing.
One more thing on ECU and Charlotte. What are the keys to victory for Charlotte this weekend, and who do you think needs to step up for this team to get the job done?
So for Charlotte and ECU this week, I think that the Niners are going to have to, like I said earlier, start fast, manage the run well, and just get out in front early. And for ECU, it would just be about having its defense, early on, especially. Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Shane Connick with Jared Watkins. Aaron, Chili Water Chat Gang said, this guy's way too high on Charlotte. Shane is a very excitable guy, and he got going, and sounds like you think Charlotte can come in here, hang with the Pirates, and maybe pull the upset today. Let's hear what Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, has to say as he joins us here on the Turner Home Team Live Line. What's up, Jared?
What's up, C-Bo?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
You've talked to Shane a few times now. Is he kind of wishful thinking when he says Charlotte things in a praising light?
Yeah, I mean, Shane's my guy. I'm not going to argue with him if he thinks they're going to cover, but to look at this schedule and think that Charlotte has another win is a bit absurd.
Well, how about you? What are your keys to a Pirate victory today?
I mean, exactly what you did against Temple. Like, I just take that game plan, copy paste. Like, I don't even. This team is so bad. I was just talking to somebody in the press box, and I'm like, dude, their only win was against Monmouth, and they allowed 35 points to them. What do you think we're going to do?
And really, this is just the undercard. Jeff Nadeau likes the Pirates tonight in Richmond.
Yeah. Oh, I've already placed my bet plus 6.5. I think Mike Schwartz is going to come out and dominate this Richmond team. But for football, I just placed my bet alt line minus 35.5 plus 175.
Wow. All right. J-Bone going for a big, convincing win today at Dowdy Ficklen Stadium. Were you there for the Pirate Walk?
Yes. It was nice seeing Shane Carden, Dwayne Harris, Justin Hardy, even Harold Varner was out there for the Pirate Walk. So the stars are out.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Talked to Trey Savage earlier this hour. He and Danny Beal, Dixon, and the crew out around as well. So, yeah, man, just an awesome time to be around Greenville and ECU with homecoming and Hall of Fame weekend. All right, well, Jared, enjoy the game and get us some good pictures, some interviews, and we will talk to you later.
Yes, sir. I'll see y'all.
All right, there is Jared Watkins joining us. Just a disgusting end to the first half by Mississippi State. So it's like 4th and 3 at around the 40. Georgia lines up to punt. They then run the fire drill, and the offense sprints on the field. Mississippi State calls the timeout. All right, cool. So Georgia comes back out. They're going to punt again. Fire drill. They're going to go for it. Hard count. Mississippi State jumps. Offsides. First down, Georgia. 3 plays later, they're in the end zone. So instead of 17-7 at the half, it is 24-7 at the half. Georgia over Mississippi State. Indiana has a 17-7 halftime lead over Penn State, and BYU looking to get points on the board. They have not done it so far. It is Texas Tech 13, BYU 0 at halftime. On the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by The Buck. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get our Papa John's Pirate preview and have more for you. Hour 3 of the Bud Light pregame tailgate taking you up to kickoff. We are back with you after this.
in Greenville are at Bagel Man. Bagel Man is open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner until 8 p.m. If you're a person on the go, place your order ahead of time online at ncbagelman.com. Start your day with a breakfast sandwich or dine in for lunch with a tuna melt, pastrami sandwich, panini, or specialty wrap. And everyone loves Bagel Man's fresh-made desserts and pastries. Bagel Man is where Pirate Nation fuels up for game day or any day. Bagel Man, 1904 Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
This is Touchdown Tony Collins, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Turn it up.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now, back to the show. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right. Several games have gone to halftime. Texas Tech has gone into the locker room with a 13-0 lead over BYU. West Virginia leads Colorado 19-9. It is Indiana 17, Penn State 7 at the half. JMU leads Marshall 21-12 at the half. It is SMU 17, Boston College 6 at halftime. And Temple has a 10-7 lead over Army at the half. Georgia has a 24-7 lead over Mississippi State. Ole Miss has jumped out to a 21-0 lead over the Citadel in the second quarter, and Purdue has kicked a field goal. They now lead Ohio State 3-0 in the second quarter. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. They have live bands every Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday it's Sunday Fun Day with jersey giveaways every Sunday. You can check out The Buck on socials for the up-to-date schedules, and we will see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you. Wrapping up hour 3 of the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Homecoming edition, Hall of Fame edition. By the way, I hope you enjoyed Purdue 2-7 beating Ohio State 3-0 because it's over now. Ohio State scores a touchdown 7-0 as they start the second quarter there in West Lafayette. All right, let's get our Papa John's Pirate preview. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's, the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online, papajohns.com. Sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates. Here's Brian Bailey's Papa John's Pirate preview.
For the tie. It's no good. Charlotte moves to 2-5. A low-scoring slugfest. They win it 10-7 here in Greenville, North Carolina.
In 2023, Charlotte beat East Carolina 10-7 on an ugly day of offense at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
What an emphatic Week 2 in the AAC performance by Biff Poggi. 2-0 to start league play.
Yeah, people here in Charlotte got to be happy about this performance, and you know, to do it against your in-state rival is really special.
In 2024, it got much worse. Charlotte 55, East Carolina 24. Tim Albin is in his first year as the head coach of the 49ers. His team is just 1-7 on the year and 0-5 in the American. Albin's 49ers come to town today with absolutely nothing to lose.
This approach to this game is, hey, if we win the toss, we're going to defer. You know, unless weather comes in, you know, that's what we do, and go from there. But I don't want to be a riverboat gambler. You know, scared money don't make no money. But I don't want to be that guy. But I, you know, there's time and place for everything.
As for the Pirates at 0-2 in this series, there's a big green 49er chip on the team's shoulder.
There's no question. I mean, last 2 years we know exactly what's happened, and it's in our minds, and it's we won't forget that. Neither will the players in our locker room. But we got to go back to our preparation, focus on that, and how we can play good football this Saturday.
And your theme has always been we got to take care of the Pirates. And in a game like this, when you're big favorites, that's really got to come into play.
Pirates got to take care of Pirates one day at a time. Our preparation, how we go about our business, whether it's our walkthroughs, our meetings, our practice, and making sure we're ready to play the game we're supposed to play on Saturday.
If you're back in town for homecoming, welcome back. Your Pirates are 28.5-point favorites today. For the Papa John's Pirate Preview, I'm Brian Bailey.
All right, I'm checking out J-Bone's video right now of Justin Hardy, Shane Carden, and Dwayne Harris leading the Pirate Walk from earlier today. Cool stuff outside of Clark LeClaire and Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. And awesome to have those guys back in town. We've got the baseball team, I believe, being honored today. Last year's seniors, including A-Harp and Rajay, being honored, given their military bowl rings. So kind of a celebration day at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, and hopefully, finally, a win over those dreaded Charlotte 49ers. Charlotte hadn't won many games since joining the American, but man, if they had ECU's number, and something we need to rectify today when we take on the Niners coming up in about an hour and 15 minutes. Other action going on in the afternoon window today in the top 25, Texas A&M at Missouri, Oregon at Iowa. Those are the big 3:30 games. Syracuse will be at Miami. Then coming up 4 o'clock, Auburn, Vanderbilt, And at 4:30, Washington at Wisconsin. So that is your afternoon slate for this college football Saturday on your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Quick check-in with Alabama, St. John's, and the Johnnies have taken the lead. They were down 9 at halftime. They now lead by 1, 81-80 over Alabama in a top 15 basketball matchup. Duke just tipped off a few minutes ago. They lead Western Carolina. Actually, Western Carolina just took the lead, 7-6 over Duke, that score. So college hoops going on today. East Carolina and Richmond coming up later on, 6 o'clock. We will be watching that one on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show, and the Pirates and underdog heading to Richmond today, going into the game 1-0. All right, let's look at some numbers on the UBE stat sheet. UBE has been buzzing today in a big way. UBE, an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can go online, pirateware.com, and see all the amazing apparel and goodies they have at UBE, the biggest and best selection for ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. You can find it at University Book Exchange. For East Carolina, on the year, they are led QB1, Caden Hauser, who this season has thrown 12 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, completing 66% of his passes, and has totaled over 2,200 yards this season. The run game has been cranking up a little bit. London Montgomery, your leading rusher, with 449 yards and 4 touchdowns. Marlon Gunn has also found the end zone 4 times this season. He has 302 rushing yards. TJ Engelman out of the group has the best yards per carry at 5.8, 230 yards on the year and a touchdown. Caden Hauser has reached the end zone 4 times as well. Parker Jenkins has a couple of scores, as does Mike Wright. Receiving, Mr. and Mr. Smith. And as much as I say in the past, Yannick has been kind of lost in the offense, he's only 1 catch behind Anthony Smith for the team's leading receiver. But Anthony has a lot more yards because he's been hitting the downfield play. 614 yards for Anthony, 474 for Yannick. Yannick does have more touchdowns after the 2-touchdown performance last week. He has 4 to Anthony's 3. Your third leading receiver on the team is Brock Spalding, 27 catches, 373 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then the tight ends, Javante Connor and Desirio Riles, have combined for 28 catches on the year. Connor, 229 yards, 2 scores. Riles, 188 yards and a touchdown. Those are the leaders for the Pirates. Sacks for ECU. Your leading sacker this year is Josiah Robinson with 3.5. Zion Wilson and Preston Carr have 2. And then you have a number of Pirates with 1.5 and 1 sack on the year. Pirates finally picked off the Temple quarterback last week. Jamarly Riddle with his 2nd interception of the year. ECU only just 4 interceptions this season as a team. But got a big one last week. Evan Simon had yet to throw a pick before Riddle got him. Those numbers on the UBE stat sheet presented by University Book Exchange. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We are enjoying the nerds. Tyler says enjoy the nerds. Was it Tyler that came by?
I believe so, yeah.
I guess Shirley had mentioned that
was my favorite Halloween
candy.
Yeah.
And
I got a whole bag full of them.
Awesome stuff. Appreciate that. That's a nice little treat here on a Saturday. All right, 1 more hour to go. We'll do one more check-in with Chandler Honeycutt and have a lot more for you on the Bud Light pregame tailgate after this timeout.
Big news from the Rick House. The Rick House has a brand new menu that you're absolutely going to love. New on the menu are creamy garlic parm chicken pasta, crab cakes, and our new porterhouse, half filet, half strip, tender and juicy, and grilled to perfection. The Rick House is the area's bourbon authority, featuring Willet, Jefferson Tropics, and the Frank Sinatra Select by Jack Daniels. The new menu features new, lower prices and $4 drafts all summer long. The Rick House, Red Banks
Road in Greenville.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Hi, this is Yukonda Dunn, Vice President of Business and Workforce Solutions at Pitt Community College. As part of the local business community, I know the power of a skilled workforce. That's why I'm excited about our programs. We're passionate about partnering with you, the business community, to ensure our local talent gains the practical, hands-on skills your company needs. Let's work together to build your team and grow our community's success. Discover how we can support your business at pittcc.edu/workforce.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Hauser untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Caden Hauser, and the best way to relax after getting rowdy and dowdy is by having the most comfortable furniture from Bosick Sugg of Greenville. Every Pirate needs a good night's sleep, and Bosick Sugg has a showroom full of quality mattresses from the top brands. Outfit your living room to watch every game with a sectional or lazy boy recliner. Pirates prefer Bosick Sugg, serving Eastern North Carolina since 1937, and a proud member of the Pirate Club for over 5 decades. Go Pirates.
It's bow time. Sure, you've had a sausage biscuit before, but have you had the smoked sausage biscuit from Bojangles? Well, now is your chance. Juicy, slow-cooked smoked sausage is grilled to perfection and served on a fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. No one does breakfast like Bojangles, and this smoked sausage biscuit doesn't disappoint. Right now, you can get 2 for just $5. Start your day with this flavor-packed deal while it lasts. It's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Watch all of Pirate Radio's local programming on YouTube Live. Just go to YouTube, search for Pirate Radio TV, subscribe, and like today, and then you can watch Pirate Radio Live Monday through Friday from 3 until 6 p.m. Of course, the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate, you're watching that right now, and the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter on game days. Plus, we have all the Pirate Radio podcasts like the Holt Naylor Show, the Danny Beal Show, and the Parker Bird Show. Just go to YouTube and search Pirate Radio TV, subscribe, and like today. Now let's head back into the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Keeping an eye on the action. TV1, we got Mississippi State losing to Georgia. TV2, BYU scoreless against Texas Tech. Down 13-0, and then TV3 on Nick's computer. He's got James Madison, who is still kind of in the hunt for a championship. playoff appearance. They lead Marshall right now on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. So keeping an eye on everything going on in college football. Coach Hud, Greg Hudson, going to join us in a moment. We're trying to hook up with Chan Man right now out of the Pirate Radio tailgate zone and getting him on the Turner Home Team live line. Orthopedics East injury report. A couple of Pirates that couldn't go last week. Xavier McIver was unable to go, and we'll check in with Chandler and see if he's got any more updates on the Pirates. Your injury report brought to you by Orthopedics East, offering a variety of services that will get you back in the game for experienced and professional medical care. Visit Orthopedics East on W.H. Smith Boulevard in Greenville, online orthoeast.com. We are back in action. Boy, nearly a great catch there on 3rd and 10, but it goes incomplete for BYU, so they will have to punt it away as their offense really struggling today against the Red Raiders. All right, on to the Turner Home Team live line and the Chan Man, Chandler Honeycutt, joining us. What's up, John?
What's up, Clipper? What's up, Pirate Radio crew? Hope you guys are having a good show. The tailgating lots have filled up pretty quick as we get close to the kickoff here for ECU versus Charlotte, and I wish I did a before and after picture, a before picture at 9 o'clock and then a after picture right now, because the tailgating lots are full. People are having a good time. People are ready for homecoming. People are ready to see some awesome Pirates get inducted into the Hall of Fame today, and hopefully ready to see a dominant ECU victory over Charlotte. We need one because the Pirates are 0-2 against the 49ers, so hopefully today we get off the schneid and get a win today.
Was it a dominant tailgate, Chandler? What was served up today out of the Pirate Radio tailgate zone?
An absolute domination at the tailgate today for Pirate Radio. Thanks to Timothy Sawyer State Farm. Chicken wings, ribs, mashed potatoes, baked beans, slaw, some rolls, and, of course, washing that down with some Pepsis and Mountain Dews, thanks to our friends at Minji's Bottling Group. And then also, if you are an adult, 21 and over, you're enjoying a awesome Bud Light, Michelob from our friends at Carolina Eagle Distributing. So it's been awesome. The food's been great. The drink's been great. The vibes are high. People are having a good time. It's great to see my dad with all his college buddies. They're graduates of 91. They went to the Peach Bowl. They're enjoying homecoming. Everybody's enjoying homecoming. And it's just an awesome time out here. Beautiful weather, by the way. Awesome weather. And so we're enjoying it. And hopefully we're enjoying an awesome football game coming up in just about an hour or so.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. This is the typical fall day, maybe even a little warmer than normal here in November. But just an awesome day for football as I look outside and see the orange and the reds and the greens and the colors, John, and that football smell, and gets me excited. And the Pirates are playing real meaningful games in November. So a great time to be a Pirate fan right now.
Absolutely. And, yeah, it is actually warm. It's actually crazy to say that it's November, and most of the people that I'm seeing tailgating right now are in shorts and short sleeves as we're sitting here November 8th. And but it's beautiful. I've actually got an ECU quarter zip on. Probably don't need it on because it is a little warm, but yeah, the weather's great and everybody's having a great time, and it does smell like football out here. What the grills and just in the colors of the trees, like you mentioned, and yeah, it's just a great time to be a Pirate because we have not been able to say for a very long time that we're playing meaningful football. We're scoreboard watching in November, so hopefully East Carolina gets a win today and we continue that scoreboard watching and we move on to Memphis. A huge game coming up next week if the Pirates get a victory today.
All right, Chandler, enjoy the rest of the tailgate and enjoy the game, and hopefully some fireworks inside of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium today.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Marlon Gunn, anytime touchdown if anybody wants to ride with me.
All right, there you go. Nate Frazier touchdown from about 60 yards. Is going to put Georgia up 31-7 over Mississippi State as they are putting it on the Bulldogs right now. All right, we will continue on the Turner Home Team live line. Hook up with Coach Hud if you can, Shirley. Thank you, ma'am. Texas Tech gets the ball after a punt, and they're going to have it 3rd down at about their own 25 against the BYU. This is number 7 versus number 8 today in Lubbock. And right now it has been all Red Raiders. BYU's defense playing good enough to keep them in it. The problem is they don't have anything going on the offensive side of the ball. That has been the issue today for BYU. They've been a good second half team, but they're going to need to turn it around quick against Texas Tech. We continue on the Turner Home Team Live line and talk to Greg Hudson, and we got a big play in Lubbock as Texas Tech gets it to midfield on a third down. Coach Hud, right now the Red Raiders up 13-0 on BYU as they play in the third quarter.
Well, they got the leading sack guy that they dropped about $3 million on, didn't they? I think their rosters, they got about a $7 million turnaround. That's what I heard. They should be.
It's showing off right now as number 8, Texas Tech on top of BYU number 7, 13-0. Other scores: Indiana up 17-7 on Penn State. Georgia has scored 31 in a row. They lead Mississippi State 31-7. And not that Ohio State needs to get right, but Purdue, the get right game for every team. Purdue is up 3-0, Hud, but now it's 14-3 Ohio State.
Well, you know, it was good for a minute, but
yeah,
they're hanging in there.
All right, can Charlotte hang in there? East Carolina around a 30-point favorite today at home, Hud, with homecoming, with the Hall of Fame weekend, and East Carolina's offense has really been clicking the last couple of games, and they're looking to do it again today.
Well, they got to slow down the fighting Todd Fitches on the other side of the ball there, and I think they're going to have a good day. I mean, it'd be a great atmosphere. Things are going pretty good right now, and I know Coach is not taking any chances with letting guys read the newspaper and get too big-headed right now. They're in a great position with what's going on in the conference, so this is good timing.
And on the other side, speaking of Todd Fitch, Tim Albin has had success. He goes in there. He does not have a good roster right now, Hud. And just knowing what you know of him, of Charlotte, of the American, can Charlotte be a winner in football? Is there enough to attract? Do they have enough support? Do they have the funds? Like, could he turn that into a winner in a few years?
I think they can. And the surrounding area, you can get to Atlanta easy. They get a handful of players out of South Carolina, and I mean, from my personal opinion, I think they stay along the food chain. If a Power 4 team's picking from them, then they need to pick from somebody else. I mean, why not? I mean, find great players, especially find guys that have already graduated early. I think that's a great route to go instead of going just strictly the junior college route.
Yeah.
Look for good players that have graduated that want to go somewhere and start and contribute and try to rebuild that way.
Greg Hudson joining us today. Hud, I forgot to ask, where are you today?
We're about 22 minutes outside of the Golden Dome. I'm with Garrett and his lovely wife Allie, who, by the way, is the coach of the year. And for her cheerleading team, which are badass, and so we're really proud of her. Right now, might be the best coach in the family at this point. So we'll see how that plays out.
Awesome.
The rest of the year. He's got track; he can make up for it. Track and field in the spring.
Fantastic. Let's do a little pick'em here, Hud. Texas A&M. They have held on to that number 3 spot as they are undefeated on the year at 8-0. They go to Mizzou. And our road favorites today. Who you like? The Fighting Kayla's there?
Oh yeah, Fighting Kayla Hudson's all the way on that one. Absolutely.
Ducks at Hawkeyes. Talked about this one with you earlier in the week on Pirate Radio Live. That line has gone down towards Iowa. It is Oregon minus 5.5. What do you think?
Yeah, it's. I'll tell you what. Right now, I know it's chilly. We just stopped and got gas, and it's cold here. And it's going to be really cold in Iowa City. So even though it's at 3:30, but that place will be rocking. I know Herb Street popped off and said something that probably dropped the line, but I'm sticking with the defense of Iowa all the way.
All right. Washington, number 23 in the country, is at Wisconsin. How about Luke Fickell will be returning, according to the Badgers AD. What do you think of that?
I think it's the right move. Give me the answer first.
Yeah.
And also, were they totally committed in playing in the game that's played today as far as what you need to do and your resources? And they've already, have that plan in place to make those adjustments. So I think it's a good move, but, Washington's really, really good up front. They're one of our teams to watch on the Joe Moore Award, so I'm going to roll with Washington.
HUD, this is one of the saddest Florida State-Clemson matchups you'll ever see. I don't even know if you're aware that game's going on. It is so far down the list on the games to watch, but you've got 1-4 versus 2-4. Florida State at Clemson tonight.
Who's 2-4?
The Tigers are 2-4 in league play. Florida State, 1 conference win.
And they're better. I'm taking them.
All right, they got more wins. They're the better team. LSU at Bama. Tide are rolling, man. 7 in a row since that week 1 loss. You think they roll again tonight?
Yeah, those Red Elephants are stomping again. So they're just keeping their head down, and they're starting to play Alabama football.
And Notre Dame hosting the Navy midshipmen. Navy 7-1 on the year. First loss coming last week. Notre Dame 27.5-point favorites. Notre Dame in the college football playoff bracket where they were last year. So a lot to play for tonight for the Irish.
Yeah, it is, but it's always a payback game for any time we play an academy because they help save the university, but of Notre Dame back after the war with enrollment. And I still think that the Notre Dame defense of September is not the Notre Dame defense that you're seeing in November, and it'll be the Irish.
All right, HUD, enjoy your time in South Bend, man. And we will talk to you next week. Appreciate you joining us today.
All right, take care, Clip. Go Pirates.
Greg Hudson getting a little football and family time, checking out Notre Dame and Navy. Those are the games going on today. Anything else tonight? Nebraska at UCLA. And I don't know if that tickles anyone's fancy. Ooh, San Diego State at Hawaii. That's a good game. And that is on nothing. No TV? That can't be right. I'm looking at ESPN, so it's not showing anything there.
I think Hawaii. I almost said Alabama. Hawaii has their own.
I know.
It's called Victory Plus, so I wonder if it's on that. But
Spectrum Sports. Oh, that's a real shame.
That is.
I wanted to watch that game tonight. All right, let's take a break. Holton Naylor said he can join us in a few. We'll call him around 2:20 or so. Brian North, see if we can track him down. He said he might take his girls to the game today for the first time ever. So we will be back with more on the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate, hour number 4. We roll on after this.
Hey, Pirate fans, I know you'd do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Proudly distributed locally by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. This month, Doug Henry is giving away $50 gift cards with every vehicle purchased until November 27th. Stop into Doug Henry today and they will help you find the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry is easy to find right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. Hey, Pirate Nation. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina, where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
This is Ethan Norby, left-handed pitcher for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now, back to the show. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, Texas Tech is still holding on to that 16-0 lead over BYU in the third quarter. West Virginia leads Colorado 19-9 in the third. It is Indiana 20, Penn State 7 in the third quarter. JMU has tacked on another touchdown. They lead Marshall 28-12 in the third quarter. It's SMU 24, Boston College 6 in the third. Army has a 1-point lead over Temple heading into the...
All right, looking forward to a fun Sunday at the Buccaneer Music Hall. It will not be fun once 425 rolls around and the Detroit Lions maul the Washington Commanders. But looking forward to the 1 o'clock kickoffs anyway. And that should be fun. All right, let's see if we can hook up with Holt on the Turner Home Team live line and get up with him as Texas Tech about to score again. They're up 16-0. And it will remain 16-0, and they'll have it 2nd and 10, but they are inside the red zone. Mississippi State looks like a bulldog that's lost his toy. Georgia up 38-7. I need to find a good game. Struggling to find a good game. Are there any good games going on right now? Checking on that basketball score. St. John's, it's a final. Alabama wins 103-96 over St. John's earlier today in Madison Square Garden. So a big early season win for Nate Oates.
We will have Holton in about 3 minutes.
All right. Nick, there are 12 seconds on the clock. Hurricanes in action tonight. Who are they playing?
Buffalo.
Your time hasn't started yet.
My apologies.
I'm doing a build-up. Maybe just some ideas on what to include in your 12-second preview. Who are they playing? Where's the game? Who's going to win? Who's going to score? And any other additional thoughts you have, go.
Okay. Playing Buffalo in Raleigh. Hurricanes just got Eric Robinson and Will Carrier back. Canes are going to win by a lot because Buffalo stinks. Goal scorer, show me Jackson Blake.
All right. Who got the Canes' first goal the other night in a wild one against the Wild, which saw 3 goals during a 4-on-4 stretch. And we were watching that at Tiebreakers, and it was very entertaining. Canes back home tonight, 9-4. So I will be, should I -1.5 them tonight again?
It feels good because Buffalo isn't a good hockey team, and they just lost their number 1 defenseman. So I feel as if that feels good. It does feels good, yes.
I feels as if that's good. The Sabres have not won a road game yet. So
yeah, that sounds about right.
That's not good either. All right, I will be taking the Canes. Do the Hornets play tonight? Probably not because they just played last night. I was going to do some kind of Pirates, Hornets, Canes parlay. But no Charlotte Hornets tonight. ECU basketball in action at Richmond coming up. All right, question for Studio B.
Fire away.
Your thoughts on today's ECU helmets? We'll do that first. How do you feel?
The helmets, I think they're pretty cool. It's nice to, visit the past and remember those who used to wear that helmet, when they played here. And so it's kind of fun to kind of, revisit that era of Pirate football. So I'm cool with it.
Nick, you were not around to see ECU play in those helmets, so how do you like the retro look?
I'm a very big fan.
Yeah.
I think it looks really, really good, yeah.
What are your?
I love his enthusiasm.
I know.
I'm a very
That's
big
about
fan.
as excited as he gets.
Man.
What are your favorite helmets that ECU wears?
Either I like the black or, complete honesty, the retro helmets that they're wearing today are really, really nice. So I'm just a big fan of those.
I like the retro one with the pirate cursive script. The solid purple one with the white. I think that we've worn that, haven't we? Or am I thinking of something else?
Solid purple with white. What do you mean?
The pirate with pirates in white.
We just did those last week, right?
Yeah. I like those. I like the one that we unveiled like a couple years ago, which is the white helmet with the purple pirate script on it. I like that one. Of course, anytime we wear the black helmets, I'm just a fan of those anyway. And, when we throw in a retro one, I love it. I am waiting. I really would love to see, and this is just personally for me, I would love to see a Skull and Crossbones black helmet. That's what I would love to see. Not the ECU skull, just like a pirate flag type.
I've asked for that for years.
Almost like a Goonies flag, like the Goonies flag that I have at home. It's that Skull and Crossbones. I would love to do, see something like that. But again, that's just me. But you know what? I haven't been, really disappointed in any of the helmets that we've had. I've really liked all of them, to be honest with you.
I've always wanted ECU just for one special, and now they do Night of the Boneyard. I feel like it'd be perfect, but just have black and white uniforms.
Yes,
like and
the Skull and Crossbones with the helmet.
I know a lot of people wouldn't go for that because there's no purple on it, there's no gold. It's just black and white. It's just like badass. Pirate.
But when we do the Pirate State of Mind on the Night of the Boneyard, do we not make that black and white?
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect to do it where we have the uniforms kind of match the way we do the field too. I just think that's pretty cool. I mean, but that's just my personal, the other one, the Blackbeard's flag, the one with the spear and the heart.
Yep.
I would love to see that on our helmet. We had it on our helmet during a practice session, I believe, a long time ago, I think, but I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, I like the Blackbeard flag as well. I think that would be a cool look. But yeah, just some ideas, some uniform talk. Clint needs the Pirates to win by 70.
A 70 burger?
It's not even enough. You got to be 80.
Drew says, I wish Blake, Junior Smith, Robert Jones, the ones I remember wearing them, were involved this weekend as well.
True. That makes sense.
Drew is also laughing at Temple Army.
Yeah, because there's only a 1-point difference in their game. They're heading into the fourth quarter, and Army's up by 1.
And
14-13, I believe, was the last check I got.
Thank you for that update. And Kirby says, CBD doesn't get you high. I'll be at the Memphis game next week.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Correlated.
You learn something new every day, I guess.
Appreciate that. Jackman is checking in from Wilmington. Give me the Pirates 56-10. Fantasy score, Mike Wright.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I have to say, I was telling Nick this before we started the show today. I was listening to the Mike Wright interview because we replayed that this morning, and I hadn't had a chance to listen to the whole interview. I caught bits and pieces of it, so I actually had a chance this morning while I was getting ready for work to listen to that interview. That was a fantastic interview. He is a really, really good person to interview. He's very personable. And it was a lot of fun, and I truly enjoyed that interview. If you haven't had a chance to go back and listen to it, you need to check it out. It's archived on our YouTube page, Pirate Radio TV. Just look for the Holt Naylor Show with Mike Wright. I think you'll enjoy it. If you're just a generalized football fan, you'll like it. But, as a diehard Pirate fan, you are going to love it. Because I just think he thoroughly enjoys being here. He has embraced the culture. He's embraced the community. And I found that interview to be just fantastic.
He is he's an entertainer and really, really funny guy. Good personality. So,
sharp dresser, too.
Yeah, he's a Renaissance man. All right, let's take a break.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Holton to finish loading up this grill that he told me he'd called me 3 minutes ago about.
Clint, by the way, checking in from Williamston on the Chili Water Chat Gang. Let's see if we can hook up with Holt Naylors and or Brian North when we return. Hour 4 on the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Back with you after this.
Fast, reliable, affordable. Most internet services don't give you all three, but U.S. Cellular Home Internet does. A trio in perfect harmony. Fast speeds, a solid network, and just $39.99 a month when bundled with a wireless plan. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World, two names that are synonymous with top quality sales and service in Pitt County for over 47 years. And Brian Cook joins us now. And Brian, talk about your philosophy when it comes to previously owned cars, trucks, SUVs, even hybrids now.
Yeah, we're going to shop all over the Southeast trying to keep a good mix of inventory. And from there, we want to offer a top quality product to you through warranties and finance that we can provide.
Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This November, get behind the wheel of a brand new 2025 Subaru Outback at Capital Subaru of Greenville with 0.9% APR financing for 72 months. That's right, legendary Subaru capability with financing that's almost too good to be true. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates, where adventure begins and savings never end. Prices not include licensing costs, registration fees, or $6.99 dealer administration fee. See dealer for details. Offer expires December 1st, 2025.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
This is Dixon Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Pirate Radio app is here. Download it in your Apple or Google store today for your all-access pass to everything Pirate Nation. Live 24/7 streaming, exclusive coverage, on-demand podcasts and interviews, and more. You can stay connected and stream the Pirate Radio app wherever you go in your vehicle with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Download the Pirate Radio app today, powered by Flatlands Jessup Insurance and Carolina Caliber. The voice of the Pirate Nation is now in the palm of your hand. And Clip, as we head back into the Bud Light pregame tailgate, a couple of quick updates for you. Colorado puts a touchdown on 8-point lead. They lead at 28-20. Now back to you, Clip.
All right, West Virginia, the college football home of the best games this weekend in Huntington and Morgantown at the moment. We go to the Turner home team live line. Holton Ahlers had a wild football win in the state of West Virginia against Marshall. That was a fun one, wasn't it, Holton?
Oh, it was a fun one. It was a little stressful, though, Clip, but at the end of the game, it was a fun one for sure.
Was that one, did that one clinch a bowl win? What games was it where you were rolling the helmets?
No, it was BYU when we beat BYU at BYU.
Okay.
And it was Memphis double overtime.
At home.
2021. No, at home was my senior year. That was just homecoming that year. 2021 was at Memphis.
Oh, yeah.
Overtime, yeah.
Okay, 10-4. Trying to go through some memories here on homecoming and Hall of Fame day, but Holden, kind of talked about it earlier this week, but you, I'm sure you got some great memories of watching some of these guys that are going in the Hall of Fame this weekend.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's literally like my childhood. Those are probably some of the core reasons why I went to ECU and why I believe ECU could be what it was the standard they set. So, yeah, it's pretty cool to see them go in tonight.
Yeah, and you said you were hanging out with some teammates, right? Who's in town for homecoming that you're hanging out with?
We've had probably 40 to 50 guys roll through our tailgate. Right now, I'm looking at Sue Radware, Tyler Savage, Shane Calhoun, Tay, D'Lo, Big Noah, Elijah Morris, Andre Pagee. Yeah, that's just people in front of me right this very second.
A lot of guys that really want to see this team beat Charlotte today, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, we were literally just talking about that. Yeah.
Well, how are you feeling about the game, Holt? Do you think Pirates will be able to take care of it pretty easily?
Yeah, it should be a pretty fun afternoon, so we're pretty excited about it. And, yeah, should be a fun one, Clipper.
And a fun post-game as well on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show.
Let's go. I'm pumped.
All right, Holt. Any other games you like? You got the Holt Nailers play of the day for us? Anything you like tonight?
I do. They're currently happening. I really like Texas A&M spread. I would take Texas A&M spread if I could.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Holt. We'll see you after the game on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show.
Yep. Thanks, dude. See ya.
There is Holt Nailers on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Sounded like he wanted to talk to me longer, but I thought I'd let him go. Can you get Brian North? We'll see if he is also available to chat with us here on a Saturday. Indiana up 20-10 on Penn State. Georgia still crushing Mississippi State. Texas Tech may shut out BYU 19-0 is that score. And then Holton likes Texas A&M -6.5 against Mizzou, coming up in the 3:30 hour. So we are keeping an eye on all the action and getting you ready for ECU and Charlotte. Pirates 0-2 in the series and embarrassed last year, and it has been fun to, well, not fun, but interesting to hear these former players now who are a part of those games talk about how much they want this current team to beat Charlotte, to do something they were unable to do during their years at ECU, and get a little payback or revenge if they can get a win today. Even though like Surad Ware and Elijah Morris and Deontay Johnson won't be a part of it, their teammates will, and I know they want Blake Harrell to get this win today as well, as his defense was really shown up last year when the Pirates went to the Queen City. All right, we are trying to get Brian North on the phone, unable to do that. We can get our New Blue Pirate Report. Technicians at New Blue are ready to stand by and face any challenge at time or the elements may throw at your home. You can contact New Blue, call nublue.com. Also, our United Bank Coaches Corner, bankwithunited.com. Blake Harrell, once again, wants this one this week. And Shirley, can we hear Blake Harrell cut? Let's go 9. How do you balance the memory of last year's Charlotte game and also focus on this season? Cut 9.
Yeah, we obviously, I think anytime you're preparing for an opponent, it's the focus is on you. But, we just had the young men in our locker room stand up that were here in 23. There's a young man in our locker room that were here in 24 stand up. And they all know what that means and what that's about. And we do in our locker room, and we know we got to treat this game a little differently, I think we have in the past. And that's the biggest thing that we focused on and talked about in the off season. And it's the biggest game on our schedule because it's the next game. And it happens to be a team down the road, and that adds a little bit more to it. And it's became a team in this state that we got to establish who we are in this state and establish what we're about. And I just told our guys that we need the same team we were a year ago when we played these guys. But we got to go out and prove that on Saturday. We can't take a single play from last week, a single point, a single defensive stop into this week. We got to go out and be consistent with what we do every week. Obviously, the focus is on us, but that's definitely fresh in their minds, and we'll make sure it stays there as well.
All right, Blake Harrell there. Also, he talked about what the offense needs to do to keep the points rolling. Cut 7.
Yeah, we need to be consistent about scoring 40 points for the next, 4 games. But I think we're starting to put some things together. I mean, you had 568 last, Tulsa game, over 600 this game, and you're just seeing guys starting to play together. Caden's doing a really good job of commanding the offense, running the offense back there, and guys taking care of the football, giving the extra effort, playing with edge, playing with physicality, and those things add up to points on the scoreboard, yardage, keeping the defense off the field, and Pirate wins. So we got to continue to be consistent with that.
All right. right. Talked about also the balance of running backs, and it seems like London Montgomery has taken over the lead role here, but several different running backs in the game can stress the defense out. He talked about that, cut 3.
Yeah, I think, defensively, you go into a game plan, you look at what we do, and you look at Anthony Smith running by you, and that definitely scares you because he can get to the box pretty quick. And speaking of Anthony, I thought he had an exceptional effort on Yannick's long run, just getting down there and making an extra block, and just really, really appreciate that. But all those things open it up, and it wasn't just the inside run game or just the inside zone or whatever working in there. It was the perimeter, and those, getting the ball in Anthony's hands, Brock's hands, and DeCirio blocking out there, Mason Brown blocking out there. So all that opens up just kind of some different things, and play action off of it. We were able to hit DeCirio with that as well. So it just kind of creates everything, kind of flows together. And we're starting to put those things together to be a complete football team. Now the biggest challenge will be, can we be consistent with it? Can we go from one week to another week, be consistent of doing things we need to do to win a football game?
All right, London Montgomery did fumble, and Coach Harrell talked about, TJ Engelman fumbled early in the game. What did you say to him to help him refocus? Cut 6.
Hold the ball. And I think Coach Freeman told him to keep that thing up high and tight. And he's a young kid. He's a really going through his freshman year, and I think that was the first one all year that we let out and let on the ground and didn't get it back. And we just got to do a better job of being conscientious about that. And I thought that for the most part, the rest of the game we were. The one time you get the ball a little bit low again, but for the most part, we're doing a pretty good job keeping that thing up high and tight. And if it don't cost you, it obviously cost us 7 points there, and we need to do a little better job defensively in the red zone there. But if it doesn't cost you a game, you can grow from that, and you got to grow from it regardless. But it's not as painful if it costs you a game. So if it's going to happen, probably happen at a good time. If there is a good time for those things, but we just got to grow from it. See if we can go, another 7 games without that happening.
And, man, it's awesome. We've had a couple of tailgate check-ins. Chandler said it's buzzing out there. UBE was rocking and rolling today. What is the feeling on campus with football, homecoming, basketball, everything happening right now? Cut 8.
I think, it's one of the, as you go throughout the years, like one of the best times of year for sports in general. You just finished up with the World Series. Basketball starting to, start up. The most important games of the football season are really at play. Here in November that decide, you got rivalry weeks, you got conference race weeks, you got who's getting to a bowl game, who's playing for a conference game. All those things are kind of playing out in November. And we talk about November being special, making it a November to remember, all those things, and certainly got off to a good start on the first day of it. We just got to be consistent with it throughout the week. And, obviously, like as you spoke about, there's a lot of things going on campus this week with the homecoming, with the basketball game starting up. But our main focus still got to be on us and our preparation and keeping that the main thing. We talk about control the controllables and keep the main thing, and it's certainly going to be at test this week, and we got to do a great job of that and preparations for Saturday at 3 p.m.
All right, there is Blake Harrell on the United Bank Coaches Corner. You can bank with United.com, and we will take a break, our final break here on the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. When we return, we'll tell you what Pirates will get in the end zone and get ready to wrap things up here on a game day Saturday. Back with you after this timeout.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Greenville Utilities customers should be proud to know their electric, natural gas, water, and wastewater utilities are owned by the community. That means decisions are made locally, not in some other city or state. It means the utilities are run in the best interest of the community, not to make profits for out-of-state shareholders. It means reliability is high while rates remain low. Greenville Utilities, safely providing reliable utility solutions for the Greenville region since 1905.
One of the biggest advantages of working with a local insurance agency like Flatlands Jessup is our independence. Unlike the cavemen and khaki wearers at national agencies, we shop multiple insurance carriers under one roof to save you time and truly find the best coverage for you. We don't charge a consulting fee. You can get help from the local award-winning team without paying a penny more than you would if you enrolled yourself. Convenience, cost savings, customer service, that's a win. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Big game season is here, but we're not just talking about Pirate football. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast cannons in the stands and the fields. You know what I mean. Stay tuned in weekly as we shoot through fall with the best prices and selection around. Plus, special package deals like the exclusive Bagara B14 Hunter FSP Wilderness Scope combo, including a Leopold VX Freedom 4 to 12 by 50 Hunt Plex, all for only $11.99. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Eastern North Carolina, it's your guy, Roger Harris. I train to be the best on the field, but even more, it's about being my best for them. I know my joints won't heal on their own. Arthritis, it's coming, unless I stop it. Prevention beats pain. QC Kinetics use your body's own power to heal, rebuild, and restore. No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Don't wait until pain sidelines you from the game of life. QC Kinetics, regenerative medicine, real results. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 252-645-6458.
This is the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and I'm listening to the wheeling, dealing, the limousine riding, jet flying son of a gun, Pirate Radio. Woo! Yeah!
You're listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate on Pirate Radio. Now back to the show. Now with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, a couple of games have gotten really interesting all of a sudden. Penn State has scored a touchdown. They now trail Indiana by 3. 20-17 is that score with about 11 and a half minutes to go in the fourth quarter in that game. Marshall kicks a field goal. It is now a 5-point lead for JMU, 28-23 with about 10 minutes to go in that game. With less than 2 minutes to go, Army has a 1-point lead over Temple, 14-3. Texas Tech running away in this game over BYU, 26-0. Colorado trails West Virginia, 22-19. It's Ohio State 24, Purdue 3 at the at the fourth quarter. And Georgia has a 38-14 lead over Mississippi State in the fourth quarter. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They have live bands every Friday and Saturday night. And on Sunday, it's Sunday Fun Day, where they give away an NFL jersey every week. And you can check out The Buck on social media for up-to-date schedules. And we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right. We're back with you for one final segment as we pick a touchdown score for today's game. Chandler says Marlon Gunn gets in the end zone and does a jig. I have simulated this game millions of times in my brain, Doctor Strange style. And in all but one of those simulations, Anthony Smith scores on a long touchdown reception. The only time he didn't score a touchdown, he didn't play because he felt bad for the 49ers. So give me Anthony Smith on a 45-plus yard touchdown from Caden Hauser today. Studio B, who gets in the end zone?
Nick, you want to go?
Show me DeCerio Riles.
Show me DeCerio Riles.
Ding.
Right. And Shirley.
I'm going to give you one better. I'm going to say
Who says it's
Mike
better?
Wright Jr.
Oh, that's better.
with a reception and a pass for a touchdown.
Wait, not rushing?
No.
Okay.
I think Mike's going
Passing
to throw
and
it
receiving.
and receive a touchdown as
And
well.
Nick is currently DX chopping. So we will see Mike Wright in the boneyard, DX chopping, getting a 15-yard penalty.
Yes.
But he says he's only going to do, I think, 1 or 2 chops because...
If you go 3, it's a penalty.
Well, he thinks he's going to get a penalty anyway, but he doesn't want to get the second one to get ejected. So he's going to keep it to 1.
Okay.
So,
that's fair.
I like a man with a plan. All right. Fun show today on a homecoming edition of the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll be back with you on these airwaves and on Pirate Radio TV after the game on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Thanks to 5th Street Hardware for the awesome pregame spread today. If you are downtown looking for a great place to eat this homecoming weekend, make 5th Street Hardware your choice. Burgers, seafood, sandwiches, wraps, salads, wings. They got it all. Great apps at 5th Street Hardware hooking us up today. And as always, thanks to Bud Light, game days are for Pirate traditions and beer. Celebrate the season with an ice cold Bud Light, easy to drink and easy to enjoy. Bud Light proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. We'll have our Celsius 5th quarter recap coming up later this weekend after the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show, which will be coming your way immediately following ECU and Charlotte. For the crew here at Pirate Radio, I am Clip Rock. We'll see you after the game. Go Pirates!
You've been listening to the Bud Light Pregame Tailgate, powered by Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Stay tuned and join us after the game for a complete recap and your phone calls on the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter.